Hey there, everybody. I am Charlotte, the Gulf Coast Granny, and I have my good buddy, handcrafted by Jackie, here with me tonight. And we're just going to do some crochet and chat. I am working on this cardigan that I started on the weekend. And Jackie, what are you working on?
Unicorn, the unicorn that I started Friday.
Oh, yay. Yay. How far have you gotten? So I see legs. Let's see. I got to look at my chat. Hey, Moonrose, how are you today? Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you. Oh, my goodness. I hope everyone had a fun past weekend. Yes, ma'am. Well, fun is relative. I mean, my idea of fun is just hanging out here and crocheting and diamond painting. But, well, let me tell you what I did do this weekend. I accomplished the worst day of the year. And, Jackie, what do you think that is? Jackie. Jackie, I can't hear you. Oh, fiddlesticks. Well, I'm not sure. She's not muted. Jackie, can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh, my. Okay, you're there?
Hey, I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Okay. We're good. Sorry about that. I accomplished the worst day of the year, and that is school clothes shopping. I absolutely despise school clothes shopping. Because, teenagers. And my son he likes certain things, and he doesn't like to deviate from those certain things. Hey, Renee, how are you? Thank you for coming in. It was awful, Moonrose. It was awful. The shopping was awful, but it's accomplished, and I still have a little bit of money left over. So go me, right? Boys' clothes are so much more expensive than girls' clothes, and I'm learning that by having a teenage boy. Hey, God's Desire, how are you doing? It's unreal how expensive boys' clothes are. However, I have to recommend Kohl's, TJ Maxx, and those kind of stores because we got some really amazing deals on t-shirts, graphic t-shirts at those stores. Now, and they also have some really cute dress shirts or nice dress shirts for young men, short sleeves with the button down collar, the whole 9 yards. Now, my son did not opt to get any this time. Honey, I can hear that water running. Yeah, well, not now, please. Please. I'll do it later. Just forget it. Anyhow, he opted not to get any of the dress shirts for school right now because when he went on that trip to DC, we bought him a lot of clothing, and a lot of it was dressy clothing, so he didn't really need any. Mine wears a man's large size at 13. Oh my goodness, Renee, that's insane. Murphy wears a
that is
medium.
big. Wow. Okay, I'm back. I was having some technical issues. I'm sorry.
I thought so. I'm glad you got it figured out.
Thanks.
But he's the only reason my son is in a medium in shirts only is because he likes to wear them long and baggy, you know. But anyhow, in other, from the waist down, he's like a smaller, extra small in men's. But it's still, I mean, it's still expensive. Boys are expensive. Thank goodness they're not super demanding. I mean, honestly, if I just bought him sweatshirts and hoodies, he'd be happy. But I also like for him to look decent when he goes to school, so I try to, Put a little bit of variety in the pack. But we got it done, and like I said, I'm really happy that it's done.
Good.
I bought some more of those vacuum seal bags today on Amazon. And Renee, I ordered some of those eyes, those oval-shaped eyes that you put in Instagram because I thought they were super cute. I don't know if I'm going to use them for our project, but I just really liked them, so I got them. And I think the round one was that the nose or something? I can't even remember now. Shoot. Because I have some noses in my other pack of eyes that I ordered a while back, but I'm not even sure we're going to need those. I don't think those animals require a nose, do they?
Hers had that red nose, I think, on the
Oh, did it?
her pattern had one. I don't know that ours does.
Okay.
I
Oh
know
no,
that
they are just eyes. Yeah, they're just eyes. Okay. You know what I have? I have pink heart noses. How cute is that?
very.
Um, let's see. There is a triangle. Oh, okay. A triangle shaped nose. All right. Well, I bet an upside down heart would be super cute. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to make it my own or actually, just follow the pattern. I'm not sure yet. Because, first time out for me is sometimes a little traumatic. So, we'll see how it goes. A size 11 shoe. Are you serious? Renee, that's crazy. He is going to be so tall. Oh my.
He's
Murphy wears a
already
size.
really tall, I think.
Is he?
I think so. Renee, how tall is he?
Yeah, let us know. Because Murphy only wears a size 8 shoe. Did you stop at Michael's? You know what, Moonrose? I completely forgot about Michael's. And you know what's the crazy thing is it's right there in the same shopping center. I kicked myself all the way home. All the way home. I'm like, why didn't I go to Michael's? Ugh. But you know what? There's always next weekend. At least Lord willing and the creek don't rise. Oh, he's 6'2". No kidding. Wow. Big boy, big boy. And Max is 5'8" to 5'9". Okay. Murphy is, I believe, 5'6" now. But look, I'm just really happy that he's gotten over 5'6" and he's hit over 100 pounds. Do you know how long we tried to get him over 100 pounds? Now, mind you, it's only 108 pounds, but still, we worked hard for that.
Hi, Sonia. Welcome in. Hi to everyone in the chat that I missed while I was having my technical difficulties.
Hey, Sonia.
That's how I was though when I was a teenager. I had to I was a toothpick. I had to have like those they sold them. I don't know if they still sell them, and I don't remember what the name was, but they were kind of like shakes, but they came in a can, and they were for like I guess for like the elderly. They had some for like the elderly, and then they had some for I guess like bodybuilders that just had like they were like really high in calorie and everything.
And protein and all that. Yeah.
And I had to drink that, and I mean I could just go through that, and it was like nothing. I still couldn't put on any weight.
Anna is barely 5 feet. Well, that sounds like me because, well, I'm 5'1" now, but when I graduated high school, I was 5 feet tall and I weighed 89 pounds. No lie. No. I asked you to put the dog away. Can you please take care of that for me?
Come on, doggo.
Let's see. That pattern we liked was so cheap. Yes, it really was, and I'm
I think
glad.
I think the one that, Renee wound up getting is different than ours, and she paid, like, $2 and some change for hers.
Yeah. Well, I think the one that I bought went on sale the next day after I bought it, and it was like $3 and something,
Oh, okay.
3.83. But, yeah, I paid too much for it, but that's okay. It's okay. I'm okay with it.
But, you
I need
know,
to
I
start.
think when we bought them just a few weeks ago, I
Uh-huh.
think I had looked, like, online to just because I'd rather find a free pattern, right? Like, even if
Right,
it's from a
yeah.
blog, and I couldn't
Yeah.
find anything. The only stuff that I could find was, like, YouTube tutorials, and, I don't really like doing that.
Yes,
So,
and
I was
yeah,
like, "Okay, I'll pay for it," 'cause I was like, "It'll be fine."
right.
But
I had the same
now
experience. Oh, now they've got them for free?
they've got several, yeah.
No kidding. I knew those things were gonna take off in the crochet community.
I mean, I didn't
Um,
even know what a Labubu was till, like, I guess maybe, like, a month ago or so.
yeah, me too, me too. I was like, "What the heck is that cute little thing?"
Kinda looks like
Apparently, they're extremely expensive when you buy
yeah,
the real ones.
yeah.
I don't know how much, but
They can be yeah, I think well, I've seen some for, like, 30 or $40, but those are like the little ones, like the keychains, which, I mean, I
oh
guess
my
would probably be, like
goodness.
like, that big, not, like, maybe, like, 2 or 3 inches, but then they
Right.
have bigger ones, but some of them are, like, couple $100, if not more. Renee probably knows more because of Anna, but
That's the
yeah,
best price to pay for patterns. That's right, I like free 99.
free 99.
That's my favorite price. Um, there's no way I would pay that much for something, unless, of course, my granddaughter decided she had to have one. You know what? Speaking of that might be a really cool Christmas gift to give her.
Along with her pinky.
Yeah. Maybe just a little keychain one that she could put on her backpack or something. Oh, now the wheels are turning.
Yeah, because you said you got the pattern for the keychain one.
I did. But I meant, just get her a real one.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Well, the one
Because
you make is real,
that's true. True enough.
and it's not mass produced,
That's right.
you know?
It's granny produced. Um, yeah, I might. Well, that's the reason I got it, actually, was to give one to her and one to Violet and one to Murphy if he really wants one.
Did he
I
say
don't
he
know if they're
wanted
good.
one?
No,
Oh, okay.
Hey, Murphy, you want a Labubu? He said no. He said it's a stupid stuffed animal.
What's a lafufu, Sonia?
That's what they're calling crocheted Labubus. They're either calling them, I've seen them called Lafufu, and I've seen them called Crobubu, like Crobubu.
Oh,
Yeah. My kids have a couple of Sunny Angels. They are more affordable. Okay. Her daughter has 4 of them. No, her daughter bought a knockoff. Okay. Lafufu. She has 4. I told Anna to pick out what she wanted this to be, so we shopped for the yarn online. Okay. They have events over those things where people trade it. Oh, okay. The ones on Etsy can be really cheap or expensive. There are a lot of free ones. The rare ones are expensive. Okay. Well, I don't quite understand the craze, but then again, I didn't understand the Cabbage Patches either. Back when I was a kid, I used to tell people all the time, "Do not buy me one of those because 'cause they're ugly, and I don't want ugly babies." I thought Cabbage Patch babies were the ugliest
I
things.
thought they were so cute with those big old
Did you?
cheeks. Yes. That's what I went, when we first moved to Georgia, we went
Yeah.
up to Helen, and they have I don't know if it's still there, I imagine it is, but the Cabbage Patch Hospital or
Uh-huh.
whatever it is, and that's where they, like, make the
Re
Cabbage Patch, and they name them, and they have all it's like this big or I don't know if it's still there, but it was like this big production, and we went because
Oh,
they were so cute.
maybe now it's like an emergency room where they put them all back together and stuff. You know? R facial reconstruction or plastic surgery for Cabbage Patch. Hey, Jane Doe, how are you tonight? Thank you so much for being here.
Hi, Jane Doe. If y'all can hear
Um,
that in the background, that's thunder over here.
oh, no.
Yeah.
We haven't had any in a while. Haven't had any rain or anything.
We had a downpour this afternoon. I went out to the garden and I harvested some stuff, and I came in,
Yeah.
and within 5 minutes it was a whole bunch of thunder, and then a few minutes after that it was a downpour. I was like, "Yay, I made it in before that."
Before you got drenched?
Yeah, yeah.
So what did you get to harvest?
Some turnips because I want to just kind of clear everything out. So I got some turnips, some radishes, some okra,
Nice.
tomatillos, and I feel like there was something else. Hmm, that might have been it.
Okay, that's a good harvest. Hey,
Yeah, it was.
Lucy, how are you doing?
Hi, Lucy. Yeah, it was
Um,
pretty good. I didn't even weigh it, but I washed everything and I have it on a towel right now. And then I'll probably just like take pictures tomorrow.
okay.
But I got one little like a 3 by 6 area maybe cleared off.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, it's gonna take time to get it, you know, how you want it.
Yeah. And then I could see inside because that was on the outside of the fence, and I could see on the inside I've got tomatoes and I've got the red okra in there. But oh my gosh, it's a jungle. I was like, nope, I'm not doing it.
I'm not
And
even walking in.
I am not. Who knows? There could be all kinds of snakes in there. Like I'm like, nope, I'm not even. And when I had sneakers on, I didn't have my garden boots on, so I was like, nope.
Right.
There's I only got one cushaw squash,
Okay.
for some
Uh-oh.
reason. I don't those produce really well, but I'm thinking it's
Yeah.
just because the weeds, suffocated out the roots and stuff like that. Because the plant
Right.
pretty much is dead, like, it's like all the leaves and everything are dead, but that cushaw looks really good. And so
Good.
I need to harvest it, but I wasn't going in there. Maybe tomorrow. Um,
Should have put on a
yeah.
long sleeve shirt.
Huh?
I said I should have put on a long sleeve shirt.
Oh, yeah, working with that, yeah.
I cannot believe that this stuff bothers me like it does. Why don't you go grab me a long sleeve shirt, Poppy? I don't wanna put on my bathrobe because it's kinda I I turned the thermostat up and Poppy doesn't know it yet. But I know if I put my bathrobe on, it'll get too hot.
And then because I've kinda given up on the garden, kind of
Right.
50-50, and I had planted all these things. Well, no, I didn't plant I put them in the little starter sets, the 6 and the 12 little
Oh, yeah.
trays, and I had put them on that one front bed, and I guess the roots just grew through the little trays into the bed, and so I had
Yeah.
like, I didn't realize I had cucumbers. I got some Kajari melons. I harvested some of
Awesome.
those,
That's great. Thank you, dear.
but
Oh
that
my goodness.
also grew through I never, like, repotted them or replanted them. I just left them in those little containers, and they rooted into the actual bed, and so the
Wow.
melons are pretty small. They're probably only, like, maybe, like, well, they're supposed to be small anyway, but, they're, like,
Right.
that big, and I'm like, "I'm surprised I got any melons at all because they just did their own thing, like, I didn't do anything with them."
Right.
So
I
that was
like
a
Kajari
nice
melons.
little
Those are good.
surprise, and I got
I've only Go ahead, I'm sorry.
cucumbers out there, but I guess the squirrel or something has been eating them. They've just kinda just tote them off. I'm like, "Aw." So, yeah.
Squirrels are the spawn of Satan.
Some people
Ugh,
keep them as pets. I'm like,
that's just
"Why?"
confusing to me.
I mean, I
Yeah,
guess if they're your pet and they're not destroying things, that's what let me get the fan because I am burning up. I'll be right back.
okay. I think that might be an oxymoron though, because squirrel and not destroying things should not be in the same sentence together because they destroy everything.
But
Um,
maybe if they're a pet though, like, maybe they I don't know.
ooh. Did
Like,
you
you
see
can
what
have
Renee said? I'm
no,
sorry. She
I
said, "Look
didn't.
up jelly cats. They can be cheap or expensive. The kids love them too, and there are some good crochet versions." Ah,
Jelly cats.
we have to write that down when my hands aren't busy. Hey, Renee, would you mind dropping a link for jelly cats? And that way, when I go back and watch the stream later, I can click on it. Yeah, I went out to my garden. I guess it was Saturday. The only thing I've been doing to it lately is turning the water on and watering it. So that's about it. I haven't harvested anything. And, I pulled out well, I didn't. My son helped me. Um, Cucumbers, all the bush beans and pole beans, and most of the tomatoes, all of the determinate tomatoes. I do have 2 indeterminates still growing, but they look so bad, and I'm really tempted to pull them out because I don't want them to make everything else around them sick
Yeah.
if it you know, or get into the crochet ones, yeah, or either or, it doesn't matter. I'll look at all of them. I just wanna remember the name. Um, Here, I'll write that down. Uh, this is my stuff I can't remember book, and,
I just looked
look
it up, and it just looked like it's a whole bunch of different things, like, not a specific thing, but I don't know if I looked at the right thing or not.
I used to write things on slips of paper, and then I would lose the slips of paper.
Mhm.
So, I decided to get a book and write all the things that I need to remember in a book because I'm terrible with electronics as far as remembering. I'll put something in a electronic message or something to myself and then never look at it again.
That's what I
So,
do. I have so many things on my phone,
mhm.
and I'll see them way later, and I'm like, "Well, that's, like, doesn't even it's not even a thing anymore."
Right, right. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm not even doing anything with that here. Um, that looks better anyway. Let's see. Now let me get rid of that. And where is
Like a marshmallow or
on
egg or toast. Okay.
on oh, okay, never mind. I got this. Wait a minute. How do I watch the chat? I guess I have to do it from here. I can't do it from StreamYard. That's weird. Is there a
From
way to pop
Restream,
up
no. On Restream, click on the, if you look on to the right of the
to
picture
the right?
screen, it'll on the top,
Okay.
it'll have chat and you just click that.
Oh, that. No, not that. Hang on. Is that chat? Is there an icon?
There is an icon,
Got
yeah,
it.
on the far
Got
right-hand
it.
side towards the bottom.
Yeah. Did I plug up my phone? Oh, thank you. God's desire. I love you. You're a lifesaver. Every time. Thank you for the reminder. Okay. Blah, blah, blah.
Now my strawberries didn't do good at all. There was like 2 or 3
Oh,
strawberries, and I don't know what has gone on with my fig trees but they lost, like, I think there were several figs on them before we left, and so I only got 1 of them
right.
and left the weren't quite ready. I don't know if something ate them, but they're all gone. And then the trees though, like their leaves are gone. There's like little green buds on them, and I'm like, but that's odd. Like I
Uh-huh.
don't understand why they're doing that right now. So
That is odd.
yeah, because it was like, they did their thing, they produced, and now there's no leaves or anything, but now those little green tips are back, and I'm like, what is going on?
I wonder if they're gonna produce again.
You think?
I don't know.
I don't know much about figs, so, I mean,
I bet
we've had those trees, and we always just get, like, a few figs. This year, we got a little
uh-huh.
bit more.
Are they in the
Um,
ground?
no, they're in a grow bag.
I would put them in the ground.
Yeah, I'm not ready yet, though.
Figs are so tough. They are so tough, and no matter what happens, as soon as spring rolls around, they're gonna come back.
That's what they've done so far, and actually, those 2 trees we got from, Walmart, like,
Mhm.
I don't know, like, 2 or 3 years ago, but they had them on clearance for, like, I think it was, like, $5 or something like that because they looked dead.
Mhm.
And I brought them home, and then they started to look good, and then they looked like they were dead again, and, I mean, here they are several years later.
Yeah. Some fig varieties do multiple flushes. So I knew God's desire would know. She said her strawberries didn't produce either. Um, it might have just been bad timing for God's desire, because she had such a hard time getting them in.
Yeah, she got them a few weeks, I think, what, like, 3
Yeah,
weeks after I did. Because I mean, I had to her and I ordered them I think she ordered them,
at
like, a
the
week
same
before, a few
time.
days before I did, but I
Right,
wound up
right,
getting
okay.
mine, like, 2 or 3 weeks before she did. But it
Right.
it might have
So,
been a timing thing,
um,
'cause
and I don't know. Go ahead,
I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
I think half of them died. There's still some greenery out there, and
Mhm.
I think I saw, like, 1 or 2 strawberries, but, like, little tiny ones, um,
Right.
but, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they'll do anything.
Okay, do me a favor, everybody. Put a 1 in the chat if you have a wool sensitivity. I'm curious. I wanna know how common this is. I forgot to do that earlier. Let's see. Okay. Had to remind myself where I was. So, apparently my wool sensitivity is is such that I remember being a kid, and I had a wool sweater, and I don't know why anybody gave me wool in Florida. That was just the dumbest thing ever, right? But I had one, and I hated to wear it because it made me itch, and it felt like things were poking into my skin. I like porcupine needles, okay? Um, and finally, I made such a stink about wearing it that I didn't have to wear it anymore. I do remember that. I was very small when all this happened. Well, from that point on, I knew that if anything scratched me, I couldn't wear it. And when I say scratch, it's really not scratch, it's something else. It feels like I'm being poked with needles, like pretty sharp needles. And so anyhow, throughout my life, I have avoided wool at all costs. I did one time get a wool skirt by accident. It was lined, but at the bottom where there was about this much left of the wool, it would irritate my legs. And and the waistband wasn't lined either, and that would irritate around my waist. So I ended up giving that away. Oh, and God's Desire can't stand Angora. Well, I've never worn Angora, but I will say that when I was a young person, my first husband went overseas on a deployment and sent me back. Wait a minute, I'm doing the wrong thing here. I've got to get my. Anyhow, he sent me back a huge, beautiful rabbit fur bedspread and pillow sham.
Oh,
It
wow.
was white and it was gorgeous. And that was during the time when rabbit fur jackets were very popular, and I guess it was the mid 80s. And I could not keep it on my bed because it made me itch. My nose, my face, everything itched. So when I got this this alpaca yarn, I was a little skeptical, but when it came in this ball here, and I was feeling it with my hands, and it felt fine. It the acrylic in it felt like acrylic. It's not a super soft acrylic. It's more like a red heart feeling acrylic. But it felt fine. It's soft enough with my hands. But as I was making this sweater the other day, I started seeing all these little hairs, and of course it's the alpaca, the long hairs. But I thought at first that it was cat hairs, and I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, did the cats get into my yarn? And I put it up to my face and set it next to my cheek and my neck. Oh my goodness, it was that wool feeling all over again. And I've really struggled to crochet this sweater because now that it's bigger, I have to set my arms on it. Well, I don't have to, but that's how I do it. It's just like second nature. And it pricks at my arms constantly, which is why I have on this long sleeve sweater or shirt. So what I thought I would do is do a little giveaway when I'm finished with it. And anybody who's not got a sensitivity can enter the giveaway, and I will send it to you. What do you think of them apples?
I think that's a great idea.
Because I hate for it to go to waste. And of course it's going to be worn outside of other clothing. Oh, that's one thing I wanted to stress about the wool too, was that even when I wore a shirt underneath the sweater, it was like a pullover sweater. And even when I wore a shirt under it, it would still go like through the shirt and still poke me. And, now this is not doing that.
Yeah, that's bad.
This isn't doing it. Like, with this shirt here, it's not I can't feel it. But if it was wool, I bet I could. So oh, fiddlesticks.
Fiddlesticks.
Yeah, I just pulled out a few stitches being careless. That's alright. Look.
Well, remember how Friday night I was moving through this unicorn, like, breezing through it?
Yeah.
Well, I had a leg to do, and so I don't know, today's Monday, so I worked on the leg, I guess, I don't know, Saturday or Sunday one, and, I did the leg, like, 3 or 4 times. I could not get the tension on that day to match my tension on Friday.
Oh, no.
So finally, I was like, "Okay, I am, I just took it all apart. I'm like, I'll just redo these over." But yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
I know. That was so frustrating, and I know that when I'm working on arms or legs, I know to do them together, but, it was so late, so I didn't feel like working
Right.
on, finishing it up.
Right.
So, yeah, so I wound up doing a lot more work now because that's what happened, but
Wow. Well, I hope that the more of these amigurumis that I make, the more efficient I get with making arms, legs, doing the first few rounds without having to rip them out. And
yeah.
being able to pay attention and, talk and read at the same time.
You're wanting to do a lot.
Yeah. It's kind of the pits, to be honest with you. Oh my.
Alright.
Yeah, God's desire, I think it was the timing too for you and the strawberries.
My sunflowers, I'm fixing to harvest those, and my goodness, they are I don't know how tall that pole is that my, oh, what are those birds?
Crows?
Purple
Oh,
martins, is it? Purple martins?
yeah.
I don't know how it's one of those telescopic poles, and I don't know how
Yep.
tall it is, and then it has the house on
Yeah.
it, right? My sunflowers are at least that high.
What? You have got to do a video of those.
What? I am like, "What in the world has happened?" And their bottom, their stems or stalks are like probably like little
I
tree
bet
trunks.
they're like 3 inches across, aren't they?
They're like that big. I'm like, "What in the world am I growing?" But the thing about those is I didn't even plant those. Those just volunteered from
Oh
last
my
year.
goodness. They like it
I guess
there.
when the birds or the squirrels drop some seeds,
Yeah.
and they went through the winter and everything, and of course, they say that once, like, you do that, like, for a couple of years, your seeds acclimate to where
Right.
where you are, and they're stronger and everything, and I believe it because these are so much bigger than anything, and we grew some big sunflowers last
Right.
year, but nothing like this.
You have got to take a
I'm
video
like,
of
"Oh my
that.
goodness." Granted, some of them are, like, because they have to, like, die out before you can harvest them, so they're not as pretty. There's some of them that are pretty, but a lot of them are, like, dried
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so big.
It's weird. Oh.
I should take a tape measure out there and actually tape measure it.
Oh, definitely. God's Desire said she didn't go in the garden again today. I gotta get out there tomorrow for sure. If I go out there tomorrow, it's gonna have to be really early in the morning, like, right when the sun comes up. I'm not gonna battle that heat. We're having a heat advisory tomorrow, and it's supposed to get real serious here in the next few days. And I'm really concerned about Murphy being out there in that heat during band camp this week. But he'll make it. He made it last year. I bought him some liquid IV, so he's got all that stuff, He's prepared, put it that way.
Yeah.
He's uber prepared. And every week, regardless of whether it's band camp or not, I always buy like a 40 pack of water bottles for him because one of the things the doctor told us about his migraines was he needed to stay hydrated all the time.
Yeah, dehydration makes it,
Yeah. So
triggers it.
he has that 40 count. Every 2 weeks, I buy a 40 count. That should be enough. But he goes through a lot of water. But I had him all weekend last weekend. Not this one, but not the one that just passed, but the one before. Before all the band camp started, I had him hydrating all weekend just to kind of prepare for the week ahead because I was just really concerned. Y'all, God's Desire said they've been under a heat advisory for the last couple of days too. Oh, wow. You know, I'm surprised it's just now hitting us, but I have a feeling summer has arrived.
Yeah. Well, when I went out there, it was early afternoon, I do believe. I don't know what time it was because I meant to go out there early, but I didn't, I was still awake, and then I was like, "I don't wanna go out there because even though this is probably the coolest time to do
Uh-huh.
it, it is going to still make me all hot and sweaty, and then I'm gonna have to shower, and I don't wanna, I don't wanna do all that before I go to sleep." So I thought all that out, and I talked myself out of it, and so then I went early
Mhm.
afternoon, and I wasn't out there maybe 30 minutes to an hour, and I mean, I was
Oh,
soaked.
no.
It Yeah, it was, and I don't know if there was a heat advisory or not. I mean, I didn't even think it was like 90 degrees. 90 degrees is pretty tolerable,
Oh, usually, yeah.
But I mean, it was so the sun was just beating down, and I mean, it was just like, when the air is just thick.
Mhm.
That's how it was. I was like, "Oh, this is
Yes,
miserable."
ma'am. Let me see. Oh, shoot. Let's see. This is gonna be a fairly oversized sweater, I think. Yeah, I think I am gonna make it long. Okay, audience, what do you think?
Do you know what size you're making it? Is it like
It's
small, medium,
a
large?
large. I did right in the middle of the sizes because I like my stuff bigger. I normally wear a lady's size 8, 10, um, or a gen because I don't like things fitting tight on me, I always buy a large if it says SML on it, you know? I always buy a large because I wanna err on the side of a little loose rather than a little tight, because it seems like I might be in between in my top half. I'm a good solid size 10 on the bottom half. But, it all too depends a lot on how things are made, and sometimes patterns I noticed this in crochet and in, like, sewing patterns, they always seem to be bigger than the stuff on the racks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find my tape measure, sort of, maybe.
Yeah, because I don't remember that green one that I made, that you made, one as
Oh,
well,
yeah.
my very first cardigan. It's, it's pretty big. It's, like, a lot bigger than I would want it to be.
Right. Well, do you remember what size you chose to make?
I don't remember if it was the medium or the large.
See, and I'm looking for my tape measure, and I may or may not find it. Oh, wait. I think I made the medium in that, and I kinda regret it because mine feels a little more snug than I want it to. It's not like it doesn't fit, it's just not loose. Hey, Felicia, how are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. However,
hi, Felicia.
What was I gonna say? Shoot, I forgot now. Fiddlesticks. Oh,
I think I did whatever size you did. So if you did the medium,
then
then
you
I
did
did
it
the medium
too?
too.
Okay.
But it's like really
Well, didn't you
big.
use a
So
four-weight yarn?
I did,
Yeah.
and it's heavy, and the sleeves are so bulky.
Right.
Well, I've only put it on one
Oh,
time.
wait, are you talking about the
The
ruffle
one with the bell
sleeves?
sleeves.
Oh, yeah. I
Yes.
used a four-weight on that too, and it was big. You're right. I thought we were talking about the other one. That little blue one that I made? I thought you made one of those too, but I bet you didn't, did you?
I did, and the only 2 wearables that I've made is that green cardigan with the ruffle sleeves, and
Mhm.
then, that granny square
Okay,
shrug.
okay.
That's it.
I don't know why I was thinking about that blue one, because I used that one I made with bamboo, and I love that sweater. I love it, but it is a little more snug than I would normally like, though. So, guess what? I have some green bamboo yarn, and I'm gonna make another one out of the green and make the large size instead.
You knocked those things out so quickly. I guess I should probably try making another one. I may make the one. Well, no, because you sent me that pattern that you're working on, and I looked at that pattern, and I read that pattern, and I spent probably, like, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes or so trying to analyze that
Yeah.
pattern and looking at the picture and what she was talking about, and I it was, like, completely different language. I just didn't understand any of it, and I'm like, "Okay, I
Well,
can't."
I can help you with that. It's it
'Cause it was just, like, the shapes, like, I didn't understand, like, she's like, "You gotta do the back," and it's, like, 1 through
uh-huh.
18, and then 19 through this is still, like, the
Let me
lower
show you
back, and
something.
then I
What it
just I
what
was
it
so
means
confused.
is, I don't know if I'm got a delay, don't I? Gosh, I don't like Restream because of this delay. Okay, do you see the
Yeah, I see that
yeah,
little mhm.
this part is sleeve. So you start off going all the way across. 20 rows is what I did for the large. And then you come in, you have to you have to
Okay, so that's where she says
yes,
skip the first 3 or 4,
first 3
whatever.
repeats, one whole repeats, because this piece is not a whole one. And then what you do is 1, 2, 3, and in that 4th one, you go in and start your new rows. And then at the end over here,
Okay.
you
Yep, and then at the end, she says, "Stop short of
yeah,
those," yeah.
and then you just go back and forth till you get to the end. Well, then
And then
you flip it when you're done with the back, you bring it up here and you start from the edge here and you go however far it tells you to go and you make your panel and then you come in a little bit and make the rest of the panel. So when you're finished, all you have to do is sew up
okay,
your
no,
side seam.
start from the bottom
Okay.
again.
Well,
Once I get to the bottom,
I'm
what do I do from
okay.
there?
I'm at the top. I start at the top, right? And I do the same thing I did on this side, but only halfway across. So, so I won't go all the way across again. I'll just go halfway because you're gonna have you need an opening to put it on. So this is gonna be your first front panel. So you'll go all the way across here like this, and then you'll come in like you did on the back piece, and then you'll make this narrow piece here all the way down till you're done. Then when you're done and it's equal length, all you have to do is sew up these seams on the side and you're done. Well, other than doing, the trim around the whole thing. Super simple.
Okay, now that you've explained that, I will look at it again and see because 'cause I'm still a little lost from the top part coming back
I
down, but
yeah.
I think I may understand
It
it.
it really is a simple way to do it once you get past all the words, because there are a lot of words. Remember how we don't like a lot of words? Yeah.
'Cause I think it's so pretty, right, and so light, so I looked at it and I looked at it and I was like, "Yep, no." I think I picked it up twice, and then I was like, "Yep,
Well, I
nope,
almost said
not
no
even
too
gonna
when I
look
read
at
it.
it
When I
again."
read through it the first time, I was like, "What in the world is all of this? It's just a simple sweater. Why does it look so complicated?" Right? So I read it again, and I read it again, and finally I said, "You know what? I'm just gonna do it, and maybe it'll make more sense as I'm doing it," and sure enough, it did. So but once you see what you're supposed to be doing, I promise you it will be easy.
Well, I kept looking at her pictures, and I still was just having such a hard time, but I'll look at it
Mhm.
again since you've explained that and see if it makes sense.
I hope it does. If not, I might have to make you one
Oh.
because it's really I like it. Now, do I love this yarn that I'm using? No. Do I don't like the texture of it. I mean, as far as okay, I could be wrong. It is a very lightweight, very lightweight. It's a 3-weight acrylic alpaca combo, right? Blend, whatever. It's a nice yarn, but when I want a sweater, I think I don't know if I would be warm in this if I was air conditioned or cold in a restaurant. I think this is more of a fashion item than a functional item. Does that make sense? I
Yeah.
think if I were to use a heavier weight yarn, um, but it doesn't really call for a heavyweight yarn. I mean, I think it calls for a 2-weight, but even
Oh, so you're already going
right.
heavier.
But then again, this is a 3-weight. See, I was gonna start making it out of this, remember? This is the
Yeah.
same pattern. Let me move this out of the way. But the reason I quit on this is because my whole donut got completely tangled into a mess. And I said, "I cannot work with this yarn until I cake it all up."
Oh, Poppy should have worked on that this
Right?
weekend.
Poppy, did you hear that? But he didn't. So but this feels heavier even though it's also a 3-weight, but it's cotton and acrylic instead of alpaca and acrylic. Alpaca seems I
Yeah,
guess alpaca's a lighter weight than cotton's kinda heavy anyway.
cotton is
But
heavy,
I
yeah.
really think I think I've decided that when it comes to this type of yarn, a cotton acrylic blend is probably my favorite. This is a cotton acrylic blend. And, that yarn art flowers that I like is a cotton acrylic blend. Um, the one I make the shawls with. And
Mhm.
so yeah, I think this is my favorite. Um, I think if this were not alpaca and I have a little bit of a bitter taste in my mouth from the alpaca. Um, I think if it was just acrylic, I would love it. That's what I think. And I think it might even be warmer. But again, this is not a sweater that's supposed to be warm, and I have to get that out of my head. It's supposed to be more decorative. Let me show you what else.
See, if I make it, I'm probably gonna make it with the 4-weight because that's what I have.
Right, right. And I would. I don't think there's any do that. However, if you do that, I might would
It's gonna be heavier.
I might would use, of course, a bigger
A
hook.
bigger hook? Yeah.
Probably, if I was using a 4-weight and I was making this pattern, I would use a 6 millimeter hook, but I would make the size
That's what I'm using now, like that
yeah.
6.
I would either make the small or the medium. For you, I would make the small. For myself, I would make the medium. Because, it's gonna be
Okay.
longer with the bigger hook and the bigger yarn.
Yeah. Okay. 1 decrease, 1 decrease, 1 decrease. Felicia, it is let me see if I can't find the link for you. It's a free pattern. Let's see.
It's in here. I bought another color of that yarn. Bought another color of this Medina, Barocco Medina, and I really like it. And now I'm thinking that I might just buy all the colors that Little Knit has one at a time, because I'm not in a great big hurry to have it. It's just that I would like to have a good stash of it because it looks like it might end up being a go-to for me. What did I do with my crochet hook? Oh, for the love of Pete. Are you serious right now? There you are. Good night, dear. Murphy's going to bed?
I think so.
Maybe.
Oh.
Tell him it's time to go sleep, please.
Oh.
Thank you. Oh, thank goodness he put the dot.
I can't find it right now. Felicia was wanting to know what pattern it
hang
is.
on. I'm sorry, Felicia. I was looking for. Hang on. I gotta sign back on. Okay. Here we go. I will drop the link for you. Okay. Are you talking about the sweater I'm working on right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me go get it. Let's see.
I'm getting worse at this computer stuff by the minute.
Why do you say that?
Because I've been looking, I've read the pattern, like, I don't know, within like the last week or so, a couple of times, and now I'm looking for it so I could drop the link and I can't even find it.
Don't worry about that. I'll do it. It's a really cute pattern. I really, really liked it. Copy. And paste. Hey, Steve, how are you doing tonight? Oh.
Hi, Steve. Got any jokes for us today?
Of course he does.
I haven't seen him in a while.
There's the link, Felicia.
Thank you.
She has quite a few other patterns too. The same.
I just looked at something that it said on when I was trying to find it online, and it looks like she has it's a YouTube thing. I don't know if it's the same lady, but a really pretty dress.
Ooh.
Like I mean, it's something you would wear with something under it because it's
under
like
it,
very
right?
holy.
Right.
I guess it's like a beach cover up, but really pretty. Let's see. Can I even copy this link and like do it? God, who knows? Let's see.
Her patterns are fairly easy, and I think the sweaters or the cardigans that she does are super, super cute. She even has pullovers and real light mesh sweaters, heavier sweaters. There's one that has kind of not really bell sleeves, but wider sleeves, and I really love that because my arms are bigger than anything else on my body. Tank tops. She's got like 5 or 6 pages.
I'm gonna have to check out her stuff.
Yeah, I love her stuff. Oh my goodness, she even has the Taylor Swift dress. Ha! No, thank you. Actually, I think hers is a little cuter than. Well, maybe it is the same. But whoever's modeling it makes it look cute. Oh, this cute bag. She's got some bags on here. And headbands, bucket hat. And I'm only on page 2, y'all. kids stuff, gloves, fingerless and fingers.
How do scientists freshen their breath? Experiments. That was his joke.
That was great. Oh, she's even got heart coasters, mandala coasters. Ooh, I like that. That's like it's knit. Oh, come on, lady. Pick one. Pick a lane. Oh, goodness. Oh, some of these are like tops I would never wear in 1,000 years, but they're really beautiful. A little skimpy for my taste, but if I was young and cute, maybe I would wear them. And those days are over. Oh, she's got some really cool pumpkin/gourds. Oh, you guys, go check out her Etsy shop because it's really good. Happy Junk Food Day to all. Oh, that's a great day. How do you measure a snake in inches because they don't have feet?
That's good.
You like that pattern? Felicia said it was a pretty pattern. Yeah, it is. I like it. Like I said, I like a lot of her stuff. Oh, is this ever going to end?
Well, see, if you're saying that and you like making all those wearables, I don't know.
Oh, no, it's the color.
Oh, okay.
Is the color ever going to do what?
I love the color.
Well,
I like the pink and the purple. Not super excited about the yellow, but
I'm not sure I am either, but I'm going to use it anyway because what am I going to do with it if I don't? I don't know. We'll see. I might end it at the purple. What did you do to yourself?
I tried to slice my fingertip off.
When?
While I was making my fruit of mine.
Oh, for the love of Pete.
What
Son,
happened?
he cut his finger.
Oh, is he okay?
He'll be fine.
Yeah.
He just stood in front of me and showed me the tip of his finger, and it's not still bloody or anything. Yeah. Well, it's oozy. Put a Band-Aid on it. Rub some dirt in it and go to bed. You'll be fine. What's the difference between a Hippo and a Zippo? One is super heavy. The other is a little lighter.
I like that one.
That is cute. Hey, Debbie, how are you? Welcome in.
Hi, Debbie.
Guys, I'm going to take not 5. I'm going to take like as many seconds as it takes me to walk to the bathroom and come back, okay?
Take your time.
Thank you. Hey, you're not supposed to be in here.
Well, you're out of here.
So yes, even though I'm always saying, always do your legs and your arms, on the same day so your tension is not off. And I know that some people don't have problems with their tension. I was mentioning that one day and Bridget's like, I don't ever have that problem. I know I do. It depends how my hands are feeling, if there's any pain, if there's any inflammation or anything like that. It depends how I do with my tension. And so, yeah, because I didn't take my own advice here, I'm working on 2 legs now for like several times because I couldn't get it the right size. I just couldn't get the tension to match the tension from Friday night. So I'm kind of like over these legs, really. But it's almost done. I got a few more rounds on this, and then that will be the 4 legs. But I could have probably been done with the whole project had I not had to keep doing. And because I only needed the one leg, that's why I kept trying, you know, but I just didn't get it. I couldn't match it. It was ridiculous.
Debbie wants to know, how do you keep your hands from hurting from crocheting and diamond painting? You want to take that one?
I stretch them. So I'll crochet for like an hour or diamond paint. I'm pretty bad when I'm here on the lives, but I will still, so I'll do like just different exercises, and you can actually like Google like exercises to stretch your hands. And I'll take, a couple of minutes and stretch them out with the crochet. I also, I have a ball. It's not down here, but it's a ball, and it has like little nodules on it. And I, massage like this part right here, because this part right here is like, this arm doesn't really bother me as much, but this one does. And so like the wrist will bother me. These two fingers right here will bother me, and the elbow will bother me on the left arm. But it'll be because I get a knot right in here. And so I'll use that ball, and I'll rub it for a couple of minutes. And I'll do that like
she's brutal with it too.
I do it hard. It'll even leave bruises sometimes, but the pain goes away. So
right.
That's kind of like what I do for mine. And then with diamond painting, I don't really do anything. Diamond painting doesn't bother my hands at all.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. Diamond painting never really bothers my hands. Now my shoulder will get tired. I have problems with my left shoulder, but I think that's just because of the way I sit in my chair, or the way I lean all the time on that shoulder. Or the fact that I'm old and I might have arthritis. Okay. I did not say that, but, crocheting, I really can't do anything other than stretch out my hands or give them a break, in order to keep them from hurting. Now, I have decided to order myself some of those, like compression gloves to wear, because I am noticing some arthritis in my hands, especially in this thumb joint here, down here at the bottom, and this one here, and then down here in both of these fingers. They're very stiff, very stiff. Even when I wake up in the morning, it's not just when I'm crocheting, but when I wake up in the morning, it's very difficult to make a fist, just because they're stiff and they ache.
Oh yeah, they need that lubrication. Yeah.
Right. So, but honestly, giving them a rest is really the best thing I do to keep them from hurting, and try not to crochet so long that they start to hurt. Which is really hard when you're making amigurumis, because sometimes I feel like I'm fighting with amigurumis more than I'm making amigurumis.
Because I think that day we were on here for those 12 hours, I mean, we didn't stretch hourly, but we stretched.
We did stretch.
It was like, remember to stretch. Okay, we got to stand. We got to stand now.
Oh, I know. But you know what? We had a great time.
We did.
We had a really great time. I enjoyed that so much.
We got to do yours.
What?
We got to do yours. Just pick a date and let me know.
Oh, jeez. Okay. I don't know yet. It'll have to be. It can't be a weekend.
Okay.
Because that's football season.
Okay.
But I would like to. Felicia says take breaks no more than 4 hours at a time for her.
Okay.
Jane Doe said, Debbie, you can take frequent breaks, use ergonomic hooks. Yes. Look.
Yes.
Those help a lot.
Hooks.
They do. But honestly, I don't have near as much problem with my hook hand as I do my hold the yarn hand.
Me too. My left one is the one that gives me the most problems.
Yeah. But I use these hooks. These are not the best ergonomic hooks. I think really though, it depends on how you crochet too. How you hold your hook, how you maneuver your hook. I mean, I see a lot of people who, when they crochet, they really don't let the hook do the work for them like the same way that I do. I don't I let the hook do all the work for me. I've seen people do this. Let's see. Let's see. They throw the yarn over like they're knitting.
Yeah, I see
while
people do
they're
that too.
And I don't quite understand that, but I do realize that that's the way a lot of people learned how to do it. And maybe they were first knitters. And because, you know, that's what you do when you're knitting. You take that and you flip it over the needle. But a lot of this depends on how you hold your hook, how you crochet, all that stuff. Hey, Michelle, how are you doing tonight?
Hi, Michelle. Good to see you.
Thanks for being here. And ice helps too after you're finished.
That I don't normally do. Normally it's just the stretches. And I do the stretches even if I'm not crocheting and if I'm sitting down watching TV and I feel any kind of like soreness or anything like that, I will stretch them because I know that's what it's from.
Right.
And that's the main thing. And, you know, I did get the ergonomic hooks, although I don't use here lately. I've been using this number 6 hook with the, you know, with the bamboo handle and then the 4.5 Susan Bates like you just showed. Those are the 2 hooks I've been using now for months, really.
Well, didn't you like the little squishies that went on the ends of the hooks?
I do like the squishies, but I haven't had to use them because I've been using this one.
Okay.
I did use the squishies, so I take that back. I did use the squishies, but I haven't used them as much as these 2 because I can't remember what size hook I have on it now. I think I've been using the squishies when I'm working with my cotton yarn.
Okay.
Because I think I have, what is it, like a 3? Do I have a 275 in there or a 3?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, and so those are smaller, and because those are smaller, you know, that definitely hurts the hand a bit.
Right.
Well, at least for me.
A little.
I don't, you know, that's not for everyone.
Oh, hey, Jen. Welcome in. She said, how did I forget y'all was going live? I'm busy kitting up my niece's diamond painting before they leave in the morning to New York. Well, I'm glad you're here, Jen. What kind of diamond painting did you get, or are you kitting up for her?
Oh yeah,
Michelle said, pretty pattern and yarn. Thank you, Michelle. This is an alpaca acrylic blend that I don't love. I think it's pretty, but it's really bothering my I guess I'm sensitive to alpaca. Debbie says having cerebral palsy doesn't help either. No, I'm sure it doesn't.
No.
But now Jane had a good idea too. She said you can use pillows to support whatever area you need to so that you don't put a lot of pressure, you know, on whatever. Like if I had a pillow up underneath here, under my elbow or under my forearm, I think that might help support my arm enough that it wouldn't hurt so bad. Like maybe stick this underneath it. Let's see if that works. Dang, Jane, you're teaching me. Yes, that does work actually. Holy Toledo.
I do that on the couch and it does take a lot of pressure off. But here at the table, I haven't found anything that I can do that works that way.
Okay, we just found something. It's a skein of yarn that looks like that. Get you a cake. Stick it underneath your elbow. A big old honking cake. I'm gonna have to send you some yarn.
I got yarn.
Yeah, but
I don't have all the fancy yarn you have, but I have yarn. Thank you, though.
No. I gotta get rid of some more.
If you really have to get rid of some yarn, yes, I will take some of your yarn.
Well, there's a few cotton cakes that I was thinking about sending, and
I am not allergic to wool or alpaca, so.
Oh, you're not? Oh, well, alrighty then. Deal. Because I think you would really, you want to see the ones I have? Hang on. Oh, goodness.
That does feel good. This one might be too big, but yeah, I automatically, I put this right there and I put my arm on there. Although I don't know. Well, yeah, because I could crochet like that. That takes a lot of pressure off of that right there. Jane, you're amazing. All right, let's see. Those legs are done now. Although, see, I just put it away. Yeah, because I'm not used to doing that. So that'll take a minute. Let's see. All right, so the legs are done. Which I started with the legs. I think they started with the head, but I just do things my way. I guess I can go to the head now. Yeah, let's go to the head and then we'll go to the body.
Well, my friend, you are in luck.
So many pieces. Head, head. Okay. It's a cute little head. It looks like Tanner's head. I'm sorry?
There's one.
Okay. That's like, is that like a tan or a green?
Tan and kind of a cream and white, and then it goes into gray.
Okay.
And then this one is green with yellow. Not my favorite,
and orange.
but
I like that.
The mustardy yellow in the center is beautiful.
It is.
And I love these greens.
Yeah,
I think
very pretty.
Yeah. And then there's oh, here we go. Go back in there. There you go. And then there's this gray and ivory and tan or khaki almost right here. And then there's also this one's really pretty, I think, even though I don't care for gray. This is gray with ivory and a really light beige, and it goes into this beautiful lavender color. And then almost a orchid.
Like a baby pink.
Almost, yeah. It's more purple than pink, but it does have a lot of pink in it. It's an interesting shade, but it's beautiful. I don't know, but here's what I was thinking too, is that if you wanted to make a cardigan, you could really combine these three neutrals somehow and come up with something beautiful. Okay, there. See? And you know my lighting is not so great over here. So.
You would only need 2 of those for a cardigan though, right?
Sure, yeah. Yeah. Just pick whichever 2 you would want, to do that. But I think it would just make a really nice cardigan or whatever, whatever you wanted. But when I ordered this, that was the plan for it. I was going to make cardigans with it. But there's a bonus.
A bonus?
Because I forgot that I had this. This is, oh goodness, I got this from Ice Yarns a few years ago. This is a cotton alpaca blend.
That's pretty.
This is so beautiful.
It is.
This is softer than the one I'm working with. But it's just that kind of a heathered mustard color, and it is beautiful. And there's a lot in here. I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 balls of oh dear, that writing is, could they make it any smaller? Superfine alpaca, 22%. 14% wool, and 64% cotton. So it's also a 3 weight, and it looks like it's a chain spun. It's not, what do you call it? Plied. It's like blown yarn, or maybe chain spun. And then, I'm trying to find how many yards there are. This is so tiny that.
Don't you have your magnifying glass?
It's about 120 yards per. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Oh, I was asking if you didn't have your magnifying glass. That's a lot.
120, so that's over 900 yards of yarn.
Yeah, 960.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, my magnifying glass is behind me. I just didn't grab it. So I'll save these for you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. It might take me a while to get them there, but well, probably not. Actually, probably not. Yeah. That will help me, and it will make you happy. Win-win. Win-win.
Debbie says, thanks everyone for the awesome information. You're welcome.
Oh, yeah.
Steve-O says, what's the difference between a poorly dressed man on a unicycle and a well-dressed man on a bicycle? A tire. Debbie says, pretty yarns, Charlotte.
Thank you so much. Well,
God's Desire says,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I broke down and purchased the electric winder. The manual one is a workout.
See, now I have seen those electric ones. In fact, Lori over at Lori Stories has one, and she was using hers, I think, just either today or yesterday. Maybe it was early this morning. Anyhow, I would be so afraid that it wouldn't shut off, and then my yarn would go flying around. But now she doesn't seem to have that problem. But that's what I see in my head when I see one sitting here in my house, is that I'll be sitting, and then there'll be a knot, and it'll jerk it out of my hands, and the whole thing will go flying everywhere. Yeah. So.
Well, I'm still having issues. Well, I only tried it like that one day, the manual one that I got, and I'm still not even sure on how to use it. So I don't think I would be ready for an electric one.
It took me a good 2 weeks to figure out on the manual that this table that I sit at right here is too thick it'll fit, and I can screw it down and make it tight, but it will not stay on this table. It gets loose, and then it, starts shaking and all of that. What I did was I put it over on, those cheap Walmart bookcases? They're like 3 shelves. Well, I have one of those in my kitchen to put my appliances, like my crock pot and my blender and my enamel Dutch oven cast iron thing. And my son.
Oh wow, I didn't realize that would hold that.
It will on the bottom.
Okay.
Keep it on the bottom. But I keep those there, and then on the top, my son has his soda stream up there. But there's blank space to the left of that. So I just took that manual one and I stuck it to that, and I screwed it down real tight. It hasn't moved since. So that's only about 3/4 of an inch in depth as far as what it has to attach to. And I have found that that was the cure for mine. Oh, yeah, those cheap Walmart shelves, they'll hold anything. Well, I will say this. When Poppy puts them together, he doesn't just put them together. He uses wood glue while he's putting it together, and I've never really had one fall apart on me. And that's the well, I take that back. I had one get wet from the bottom up one time. I don't know who spilled what. Oh, I know what it was. I used to keep my gallon jugs of water on the bottom of one, and one of the gallon jugs had a leak in it, a very pinhole leak, and it leaked all over that, you know, whatever they call that kind of wood. I don't even know if it's really wood. The sawdust that they press together to make the panels, and it swelled and fell apart. But, you know, 1 out of a million isn't bad because I use them. I used to use them in the kids' rooms for everything. And now I have them. I have 2 in my kitchen on either side of the open doorway, you know, that get from the kitchen into the living room. And then I have 2 in my laundry room to hold stuff. But they're lifesavers for me, truly. And at this point, I just don't see the point in getting real wood furniture to doll up the kitchen when it's not even my kitchen yet.
Yeah.
Mm. Well, I've gotten let me show you what I've gotten done on my diamond painting. Can y'all tell I'm kind of avoiding this crochet for right now?
That's okay.
I'm sorry. It's just itchy. So I'm taking a break. So you're not going to be able to see all of this, and I'm really concerned. I told Mona this last night. I am so concerned that I'm not going to be able to see what this is in the long run. I have it upside down for you.
Is that the octopus?
This is the cat. You can begin to see the eye. The eye is starting to make sense. But really, that's the only thing that makes sense so far. So I'm not sure exactly what this is going to look like in the end. I know what it's supposed to look like, and let me show you. I will put, let's see, of course, maybe it would be more fun if it was
I mean, I can see the second eye over there on the right-hand side.
You
can?
Mm-hmm. Majestic Cat is the name of it. Okay. All right. How come I can't zoom this? Oh, well. Well, fiddlesticks. Let's see. In new tab. Okay, I can do that. Oh, yeah. Okay, now I might be able to share this. I'm going to try my best. Share screen. Oh, my goodness. Yay. Okay. That's what it's going to supposed to look like when it's finished. I know.
Well, yeah, if it's supposed to look like that, it's gonna look like that, right?
I hope.
I mean, everything we've had so far has looked like it's supposed to.
Yeah. But as I'm working on it, I'm just not feeling it yet. I'm not seeing the vision yet.
Yeah.
Which is okay. I mean,
look at his little nose.
Isn't it beautiful? And look at his beautiful gold eyes and all that pretty blue. And this cat reminds me so much, just the expression on the face reminds me so much of Julesy, and I just had to buy it. I just had to buy it. And of course, Julesy is no longer with us. And It's a little bit therapeutic, you know.
It kind of looks a little bit like the colors, the way the colors are laid out, like peacock.
I do love the colors in there, but they are.
Hey, Manuela.
Hi, Manuela. How are you? Oh goodness. Here we go. Oh, you can't.
Monroe says petrified wood. Yeah.
See,
thank you, Jane Doe.
These are the colors in the kit here. And I think they're just great colors, but there is a lot of blue. So many shades of blue. So many. But I still think it's beautiful. There is a little bit of lavender. Excuse me. And that pretty aqua color. There's a few shades of that. A lot of black. A lot of black. But it has 3 ABs, 4 ABs. 1, 2, 3, 4 ABs. Maybe, yeah, 4 ABs. Oh, speaking of.
That's going to be beautiful.
I hope you're right. I've got my fingers crossed, because if I don't put anything else up on my wall, it's going to be the map and that. And I don't even know if they're going to go on the same wall. We'll just have to figure that out later. But I'll be right back.
All right, so that was the 3, and then 8 increase. So Debbie says, I'm over halfway through my first diamond painting already. I even got me a new computer chair to sit in also. That's awesome.
Nice. Very good. Do you have Instagram, Debbie? Who wants to see an unboxing of a diamond painting that I just got in the mail yesterday?
I do.
I remember I told you I bought the Diamond Art Club paintings off of Amazon during their fire sale there.
Yeah.
Well, this is number.
Yeah.
This is number 2. And it's this.
I went looking last night because I've liked the ones you've gotten, and I went looking last night, and of course they're like the $25, and I'm like, no.
The next deal I think you're going to be able to get is Black Friday on those, because I've seen a lot of people. I was watching Black Friday hauls from Diamond Art Club, and a lot of them were from Amazon.
Okay.
But there's the kit, and the kit is so cool. And there's the little thingamabobber. Thank you for your purchase. And then here is, oh, it's another one of those card things. It's no idea what color this is. I guess it's bronze. I'm going to assume that it's bronze because it doesn't say. Yeah. So these are little collector cards, and you can turn these into, there's actually a code on the back. And once you get so many of each color, you can get cash off on your next purchase. Like if you have 5 bronze and 3 silvers, I'm not quoting them, I'm just making this up, and maybe 1 gold one, you'll get $50 off. Let me see. In fact, I will tell you exactly what the rules are, or what the parameters are, whatever you call that. The easy to, okay, let me get rid of Etsy. I've got so many tabs up here. DIAMOND Art Club.
She's doing a house picture.
But house picture? Oh, Debbie is.
What Debbie's doing.
Nice. And then this is just they got a Facebook group, And you can do this, what is that called? A QR code. And join their Facebook group. And then there's 20% off your first app purchase, which is how I got the axolotl that's coming probably tomorrow. And then this is a sticker book of your colors. And you can put these stickers on your kit, and it comes with the color code. It also comes with the symbol and the number, and these are all separate stickers. You can put them wherever you want to on your kit, like on each individual little bottle. So if you only use numbers, then just do that, but you could put the symbol on there and it would be a lot easier, you know. But there's 53 colors in this painting, and there are, let's see, 3 fairy dust colors and no ABs, okay? And the fairy dust colors are, I guess, just shimmery. They're not iridescent like the ABs. They're just shimmery, which is pretty still, you know. It's just a different look. So let's open this bad boy up and take a peek at him. I don't know why I always assign genders to these things. It's just silly. Let's see. The canvas on these feels so much different than the ones I get from Amazon. It's very soft and kind of almost velvety, but it's not velvet. It's just got some kind of little fuzz on it, but it's very soft. It's very small. It's a 9x9 or 22.8 by 22.8. But there she is. It's just a fall scene landscape in a abstract kind of thing there. There, you can see that better now, can't you? And I just thought it was so pretty, and I love the colors. There's oranges and purples and greens and blues, but they're fall blues and fall greens. You know, they're kind of warm almost, if blue can be warm, but the greens are definitely warmer greens. There's an ochre looking color, like a burnt umber kind of color. Okay, and here are the drills. Let's see. I think these colors are so beautiful. Oh, this one here is a fairy dust color, and it's kind of, it has a sparkle, but not, it's only sparkly. I don't know if you can see it, but it's not the iridescent thing. It's just sparkly. And then there's some more. I learned that this is called a train of colors.
Oh, okay.
There's another shimmery color there.
I can see the shimmer in that one.
Can you? Okay, I can't see it that well. Oh, and this orange is a shimmery color here on the end. And then we got these. Gosh, my lighting is so bad. Oh, look at this pink. There's like 5 of them in there. Look, this is crazy. I've never seen so few drills in one little envelope before. Have you? Isn't that? But
because you're not going to need hardly any of them.
Right, and see, even this one, that's just a tiny little bit. Let's see. Oh my gosh, all of these colors. This is crazy.
Hi, Bima. Welcome in.
I don't know when I'll be doing this one. I really want to get the bee that I bought done. Oh my goodness, there's even more. Are you kidding me? Look at this. There's a whole other train full of them.
How many colors did you say that one is?
53 colors.
Is that gonna be the most colors you work with, or?
Yes, the most I've ever worked with. Yeah. Even the map didn't have that many colors, and it was huge, you know?
Yeah. I can't
But
wait for
I
you to
think
frame that map.
oh, I can't wait either. I just a couple of the, things have popped off, so I need to go back and add some more and then seal it, and then I will be actually ordered some, sealer from the like actual diamond paint sealer. I don't know if it makes a difference or not, but I wanted to use that for my first one.
Yeah.
Poppy bought me some Mod Podge, but I don't know, I just felt like I needed to use the appropriate sealer instead of go off on my own and do something crazy that I might regret. So there's that. But I thought it was really pretty, and
Debbie,
go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, Debbie said she looked on their site and they were pretty expensive. They are, Debbie, but the ones that Charlotte got, she got on Amazon. They're that brand, but it's on Amazon, and she got them on
the
I guess
Prime Day.
last week when they were having their Prime days. And she got them for that whole kit. What was it, $11.99?
This one was $13.99 and the B was $11.99, but they're the same size. The B doesn't have nearly as many colors as this one does, and I think that might be the difference in the price. So there's that. But yeah, I just happened to get a really good sale and jumped on it because why not? Now I did.
So whenever you come across another one like that,
I will definitely
send me a message.
I will blast it all over Facebook. I mean, YouTube. What are you talking about?
Well, I don't have Facebook. I don't do Facebook, but just
YouTube.
Insta me.
I will Instagram you in a heartbeat. Yes, ma'am. Well,
because hubby was like, he was watching your stuff when you did the bee, and he's like, I really like the way Charlotte did that the unboxing.
Oh, that's nice.
And he's like, you should get you some of. I'm like, I'm not paying full price.
Right, right.
So yeah.
Well,
yeah, he was all about you and that unboxing and the pen and the wax, and I'm like, wow, you were really paying attention.
I was absolutely enchanted with the pen and the wax. So maybe that came across. I don't know. But I was blown away. One bag didn't have enough in the pack and I don't know what to do. Oh no, Debbie. Oh, Lori, hi.
Debbie, that happened to me with my elephant. I haven't finished my elephant because I am short 2 colors, and what I'm gonna have to do is order, which I haven't done. I mean, golly, that's been like, what, a month and a half now?
It's been a while.
I haven't ordered them. Yeah, I have to order those. I think I'm just gonna order like a big set of them to just have, like, if I ever need them, you know?
Sorry.
But yeah. You could always, like, let us know what colors you have, what colors they are, and if we have, because I have a whole bunch. I know Charlotte has a whole
I've got a lot of
leftover
spare
colors. And like I have like all these right here are like leftover colors, and I have like all these are leftover, and I have like so much more.
Right.
So if we have the colors that you need, then we can just send them to you.
I'll be happy to. Lori, welcome in. How are you doing tonight? I'm sorry that I didn't see it earlier. My chat was stuck, and I'm like, why is she seeing all these comments and I'm not seeing any? And I got to look, and I'm like, well, it's stuck. That's why. Okay.
Jane is on it. She is dropping every creator's channel. Awesome job.
Thank you so much, Jane. All right. I guess I should start crocheting again, maybe. because I put it off.
You can diamond paint if you want. I'll keep crocheting.
No,
it doesn't,
I'm not going to do that because I want to get as much of this done as I can.
Yeah, kind of like the quicker you get it done, the better, right?
Quicker I get it done, the sooner I'll be done with it.
Exactly. Exactly. That's how I feel about stuff I don't want to do. Like, hurry up and get it done. Except with the garden. Avoid it. Don't look that way.
Wow.
Oh, you know the short that I posted like a month or so, it's been more than that, of that mama kitty with her kittens.
Yeah.
So the little short was just the mama cat with 2 kittens. I guess maybe she had 4 kittens, but we only saw the 2 that day. And now I see her with 3. I don't know what happened to the 4th one. I mean, there's a lot of predators out here, so there's no telling. But she and her little kittens hang out on my front porch and on my back porch.
Uh-oh.
And, and I mean, we don't like, she's a wild cat, right? She's just a stray. And she will, like, I'll open the door to go somewhere. And so, like, her little kittens will take off, but then they stop and look, and mama just stays there. And I can talk to like, a couple weeks ago, I talked to mama for like 2 or 3 minutes.
No kidding.
And she just looking at me like she's understanding me. She didn't run away. She didn't anything. And then today when I was going out to the garden, she was on the back. And then she jumped down, and then 1 kitten took off to the left, 1 kitten took off to the right. I never saw the 3rd one.
No.
And then mama just sat there and looked at me. And so I talked to mama, and I was like, you need to tell your kittens they don't have to go anywhere, like they're fine.
They can stay.
But yeah, so she's just like, I don't know, like I guess she thinks she lives here now.
I think you have a cat.
Or
that's what I'm saying.
Cats.
You know what that's called, right? That's the cat distribution system working in your favor there.
Huh?
There's a cat distribution system.
I don't know. I've never really done like stray cats. Like,
guess what? You do now because they picked you.
Is that what it is? See, we haven't even fed them, and I keep telling hubby, I'm like, we need to feed them. Like, I don't.
No,
I have a giving heart, And I'm just like, we need to feed them. And he's like, but they're not our cats, Jackie. And then we're gonna get, because there's a lot of stray cats around here. And he's like, what's gonna happen is we're gonna start feeding them, and then more are gonna come, and then they're gonna get into a fight over food, and then we're gonna have cat fights. Right. And I'm like, I don't know.
Here's the thing.
Deal with that when we get there, like,
They're feeding themselves, obviously.
Well, yeah.
And mommy has taught the babies how to be really good hunters, because that's what cats do.
So you don't think they need to be fed?
I would leave some water out for them, and maybe just enough for them to eat in like 5 minutes or something, so that
there is no fight. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Well, what we did get for them is, we didn't get it for them, but we have like a pretty good sized dog crate, right? And so we got the dog, because we've been having a lot of storms. So we got the dog crate for out there, and then a tarp to cover it up on 3 sides to protect them from like it's probably not necessary,
so they can have somewhere to go when it's raining. Right. Yeah.
But now I'm like, do they even need that? Because, they're hanging out on the back porch, or on the, and they're hanging out on the front porch, which that's covered, Yeah. So I'm like, But yeah, so they've just taken up residency here.
Yep. The universe decided you needed cats.
But I have a cat.
You have strays now. How old are the kittens?
A couple of months, maybe. I don't even, whenever I put that video.
I need a barn cat or an outside cat. Oh, her sprain is annoying. She sprained her foot, Lori did. Yeah. And oh no, I'm so sorry. I got you. She said foot, not 4. I'm sorry you're not feeling well, because I know that's aggravating. It just makes you miserable all over, doesn't it? No, I need an outside cat.
Golly, if you lived around here, you would, and there's so many of them.
I know. Dad's got them. My dad goes down to the it used to be an old volunteer fire station, and next to it is where all the stray cats happen to live. Well, he ran across them one day, and he's been feeding them ever since. It's been 6 years.
Oh.
And he goes down there every day at 5 o'clock and makes sure that those cats have plenty of food, and it's precious. And, some come, some go, so, in fact, there was a mama cat that he called her mama cat. I don't know if she was really the mama of any of those babies, but, he always called her that. Well, she turned up missing not long ago, then about 2 months ago. And I said, "Well, Dad, maybe somebody came by and got her." She actually was one of the friendliest ones of the whole bunch. And, he could pet her and you could walk up to her and that kind of stuff. The other ones, not so much. They're completely feral and they go straight to the food and they're watching you the whole time. And they're terrified, but they get food. And Mama Cat went missing, and he thinks that she's no longer among she's not on this side of the bridge, put it that way.
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, Dad, maybe somebody came and got her." He says, "Well, I like to think that." I said, "Well, then that's what you need to tell yourself every time one of them doesn't show back up, because that's the safest thing to tell yourself."
I wonder, does your Dollar General not have a whole bunch of stray cats?
They used to, but we got a new sheriff in town. He's actually a new animal control officer, and he pretty much takes care of that. If he sees any strays anywhere, he will pick them up, take them to the thing, have them neutered, and get them adopted out like ASAP.
Okay.
Or send them over to the bigger shelter over in Gulfport, and they have adoption things going on there all the time. Lori said, "I really, really need to go to the chiropractor for your foot. You think he can help your foot?"
That's probably not a good idea. Lori, have you tried the TENS machine on it? That would relieve it.
It would at least relax those muscles.
Yeah. Put some icy hot on it. And then, still the cold and the hot. Epsom salt.
Epsom salt would be good for it. I don't know why. I don't know why that works. Why does that work? But and also well, you can't have Motrin with, well, you shouldn't anyway.
But she should be able to take something for the inflammation, whichever, whatever works for her.
Well, people with migraines shouldn't really take Motrin and stuff like that. Tylenol, because they can get rebound headaches.
I take Aleve, which, I mean, thank God I don't get very many migraines anymore like I used to, but I mean,
right. Isn't that naproxen?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites for stuff like that.
Yeah.
And in fact, if you ever get a tooth that breaks on you, ask me how I know. That was the only thing that would help my tooth before I got to the dentist, was Aleve. And I was taking 2 at a time. And I know I wasn't supposed to, but I did it anyway.
Yeah, that's how I normally take my Aleve. I know it's supposed to be 1 every 12 hours, but I've always done it like 2 at a time.
Well, Poppy has Aleve from the doctor that's 500 milligrams. So I figured with these little 200 milligram tablets, 2 of them's not going to kill me.
Right.
My chiropractor only does the upper neck. My hip, knee, and back are killing me because of you compensating when you walk. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. I know all about that. Oh my gosh. When I was in that car accident years ago and broke my leg so terribly bad, it changed my whole gait for the rest of my life. And now, I mean, it's not noticeable unless I'm really tired, then I limp a little bit, but, um, I notice it because I can't bend that ankle hardly at all. There's hardly any range of motion in that ankle. So I notice it more than somebody else would notice it.
Right.
But it has changed the way I walk. So I think now that I'm older, I'm starting to have some maybe problems in my hip and my back from it. I can't take anti-inflammatory meds at all, Tylenol only. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. His name is Dr. Hug. I love that. Oh, he was destined to be a chiropractor. It was in the stars, man. Dad's going to a chiropractor because of his issues in his leg and back and hips. But I don't know if chiropractor's going to be able to help him. He swears it's helping a little bit, but I think Dad needs more than a little bit of relief. But he's a stubborn old guy, and he's going to do what he wants.
Why do you say he needs more than a chiropractor?
Because I think he probably has messed his back up, and he might need some kind of surgery to fix it. But, that's always so iffy, too. I love it, too, Lori. You tell him all your YouTube friends love it, too. What was I gonna say? I think back surgery is always the iffiest thing in the world because I've known so many people who go and have back surgery and they're never the same again, you know? But then again, I've known other people go have back surgery and it's like the best thing they've ever done. So I don't know. It's kind of scary though. If it was me, I would be very reluctant, put it that way. And they already say he needs a hip replacement too. But my goodness, he's 77 years old. He is not at the age where he should be having these kind of procedures.
Right.
Oh, he'll pray with the patients if they want that too. He's precious, isn't he? A knee scooter is yes, it is. I got my son a knee scooter when he broke his foot back a few months ago. Oh, Renee said her son had the back surgery and it's going really well. That's good. I'm so glad to hear that. Okay, that's not right. But that is. Okay. Y'all pay no attention. I'm just talking to myself. Talking myself out of doing something dumb on this crochet project. You know what's funny though, Jackie, is I don't do near the dumb stuff on these kind of projects as I do on the amigurumis.
Yeah, because you've been doing those for so many years.
Oh yeah. It's true.
The other you've been doing for like 6 or 7 months, maybe.
6 months. In my head, I used to when I first started it, I'm like, well, how hard can it be? I've been doing this my whole life. This can't be that difficult. Ah! Do not fool yourselves.
I don't think it's difficult. I think
it's not difficult. That's what makes me so mad about it.
Well, I think it's because you rush it, though. That's the thing.
I'm not trying
Like
to. I'm
like,
just
I don't think you
doing.
enjoy the process. I think you start and you're like, "I'm ready to be done now." You know?
Oh, you might be onto something there. You might be onto something. That kinda hit home a little bit. So I need to enjoy the process more. Okay. Okay. So when I go to do the Labubu, you remind me to enjoy the process. Okay? Because I might need a couple
If
of
I remember, Jane will remember.
Jane will remember. She remembers everything.
Because she used to be the one when I was being hard on myself. She's like, "Enjoy the process, Jackie, enjoy the pro." You don't remember that months back?
Yeah,
And I'm like,
yeah.
"Yes, yes, yes." And it finally, I think, like, sunk in.
Mhm. They said, "Thanks, Lori. He's 40 and really fit, so I think he healed fast." Yeah. Actually, Dad's pretty fit to be 77. I mean, he's not a frail old man by any stretch of the imagination. He maintains 24 acres all by himself, and after that hurricane Helene went through there, I mean, he took care of most of the trees and debris by himself. Because my brother sucks. I didn't say nothing. Um, so, he's not frail by any stretch.
No, he's always doing something.
Always. He never stops. Still here, hands busy. It's okay, Moonrose. You do you, girl. I'm just grateful that you're here and you're hanging out with us tonight. Oh, I made a roasted chicken for dinner tonight, and you're not gonna believe this, I baked it in the crock pot. Yes, I did. You wanna know how I
You
did it?
you baked it in the crock pot.
I sure
I
did.
don't know, you put it in aluminum foil?
Well, sort of. Um, what you do is you season your chicken all up good. I stuffed him with some onions and a piece of apple, half of an apple. And of course the seasoning, I used some thyme and garlic and paprika and all that stuff, right? And buttered him up and sprinkled all that stuff on the outside as well as the inside. Then you take aluminum foil, and you get a big long piece of it, and you roll it into a snake. And then you take it and make a spiral out of it, out of that long piece, and you set it in the bottom of your crock pot and you put your chicken on top of that. And that way it bakes instead of sitting in its own juice and falling apart.
Hmm.
And it
Okay.
was delicious. Delicious. It was great. Hi, Zach. How are you tonight? Welcome in.
Hi, Zach.
But boy, I was tickled to death. And when right before Poppy went to bed, he put the food away. And that's when I told him I was thinking about making chicken salad out of it tomorrow because there's quite a bit left. So I thought I would do chicken salad.
That'll
'Cause
be
I've got
really good too.
I know, I've got some dill relish in there. Mm. I love a chicken salad with dill relish. And I've got sour cream. I got sunflower seeds.
Ooh,
I can even
sunflower
grow some.
seeds that you grew?
No, I bought them.
Huh.
No. The kind of sunflowers that I grew this year are not seed produced. I mean, they're not for eating. They're just red and beautiful. But I'm going to grow some more. I planted them. I planted the seeds, but nothing's happening yet. It's only been a few days. And of course, I'll have to fight the squirrels. That's why I need an outdoor cat. When Julesy was alive, he was my garden cat. And now he did not live outside by any stretch, but he did go outside with me. And he roamed around a little bit. He didn't go far, but sometimes I'd see him at the neighbor's house or, whatever. But he kept all the squirrels out of my garden. And I miss him so much.
None of the other ones do that?
Shoot, they're useless.
But doesn't your dog go out there a lot with you?
Yes. But I don't think the squirrels are afraid of the dog because the dog can't get inside the fence.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when they're in there, they're safe. Let me get me a cat out there. They won't feel so safe, will they?
Yeah.
Zach has a new spelling to his name, and it's really cool. Xach. Great job, Renee. I like it. I like it. Okay, let's see. Oh, nope. Just one. There we go.
Jane says, reminder to you both, enjoy the process. Yep.
Wait a minute. Did I do that right? Yes, I did. No, I did not. Okay. Are you serious right now? Well, this is only the second time I've had to frog anything on this, so it's not bad. I got my rows confused about halfway down. There. Okay.
If you look at your Restream screen, are you getting like different icon or avatars coming up?
I don't understand.
Okay, so like the Restream, like I'm looking at the screen now, right? And then to the right of where it says Restream, to the right of that, I think that might be Sonia's avatar, but a little while ago Renee was up there.
Uh-huh.
Do you get that?
Well, my chat's covering it.
Oh. Well, see, I can't see on Restream. You can't, like, I can't see your chat on there. I can only see the chat on the actual like studio. But yeah, so like there's Renee again. Because a little while ago I just saw Renee and I was like, I wonder if she's like in the basement or something. And so I don't know.
I can't do this. I can do this. Yay! Oh, wait a minute. I'll have to
I don't
put
know what you
myself up there.
did.
Hang on, I'll show you in a sec. Here we go. Okay, I'm getting good at this now. Da 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 da. Let's see. And this. Oh, say, can you see? Happy birthday to me. My name's Eeyore. Really sad. Okay.
I like the
Find
heart.
somebody to love. Find me somebody to. Okay. Can you tell I think in songs? I can't help it. Okay, I gotta plug in my machine too. Oh goodness. Oh, never mind. I'm not that worried about this. Okay, I'm taking me off again. There we go. Nobody wants to see my ugly mug. They just want to see my hands. Okay.
Hi, Annette. Welcome in. Long time no see. It is good to see you.
Howdy, howdy. How are you this evening? I guess it's not this evening anymore, is it?
For me, it's morning. It's 12:42.
Oh, for the love of Pete. I didn't realize we'd been
Jane,
on
though,
that
says
long.
crochet in a show. Yep.
Oh, why is the first glass of tea always so good? It's the best one of the whole bunch.
That's your first glass of tea today?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, I just decided to drink water today.
Well, that's good.
Well, I got up and I had coffee this morning and I was out of my decaf and I drank like a half a cup of Poppy's regular coffee and regretted it instantly.
Why?
Within 10 minutes, I felt like I had a tornado in my chest.
Hmm.
And I was shaky and feeling very anxious for no apparent reason.
Well,
And
that
it
was a lot
finally
of
dawned on
caffeine.
me. I'm like, that was just, I can't drink caffeine like that anymore. And I'm really starting to worry that maybe the tea will start to affect me like that too.
The tea has
Um,
so much less caffeine than coffee, though.
does it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, that's good to know because tea doesn't do it to me yet. But boy, that coffee, man. So I ordered my favorite decaf today, and it should be here on Wednesday. So I'll just go without coffee tomorrow. And that's okay. I don't mind. I'm not really an everyday coffee drinker. And honestly, I like having coffee in the evening a lot more than I like it first thing in the morning. And now that I'm drinking decaf, well, I can have a glass of coffee in the evening
Yep.
without waking up in the middle of the night thinking that the house is burning down. Just anxiety, you know?
Yeah.
And I licked that anxiety a long time ago. I beat it, and I don't want any more to do with it ever again. Ever again. Okay. I think I'm not going to use the yellow. And maybe we can do an amigurumi that needs yellow or something like that. Or I can just throw it away when I'm done. What do you think?
Don't throw it away. You can find something to do with it.
Yeah. Maybe I can make eyes with it or something like that, you know, like little sparkle in the eyes or I don't know. A little dress for a or maybe even a sweater or an amigurumi.
Yeah.
That might be a good idea. Yeah. Overalls for amigurumi. How many rows am I on here? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 7, 1, 2. I know I'm a lot shorter than most folks. So, oh yeah. As soon as I'm done with this last round of purples, this is it looks white, but it has a tiny bit of purple going through. Oh, you can see it, can't you? Yeah. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to start on the front part. Well, I'll measure it first. Yeah, make sure. I don't know what's after this. Oh, yeah, that goes straight into yellow and white after that purple and white. I'm not sure I love that either. So purple and white is the end of the line, I think. Oops.
I wonder if I forgot a stitch somewhere. Let's see.
Moon Rose says, I want to see you both. Well, most of the time I am.
Oh, I gotta do
when I do my Saturday night live streams and I'm not crafting is when I cam up, so to speak. But I don't think that Jackie's comfortable with camming up.
Yeah, and I think she's commenting on the fact that you said nobody wanted to see your mug or something like that.
Yeah. I know. But I prefer doing that just on Saturday nights. Really.
That's one.
Okay, let's see. Booyah. Well, these rows are starting to go by a little faster now. I know. Trust the process.
Enjoy the process.
Oh, yeah. Enjoy the process. That's one. That's the one. Gosh.
2.
Okay. Okay.
Talking about tea and coffee is making me want something. I don't even know which one I want.
Sorry.
I'm like, I want something more than water. And I've been trying to make myself drink water because I haven't drank enough water, I don't think, in the last couple of weeks, because normally I drink like about a gallon a day.
Oh, wow, that is a lot.
Yeah, I drink a lot of water. But I didn't when we were gone because, there's not always a bathroom and there's no bathroom on your hikes and yeah. So I definitely didn't drink enough. And when I did drink, I was drinking coffee,
Right.
to try to compensate for, the sleepless nights. Not really sleepless because we did sleep. It was very interrupted sleep. You might be asleep for 20 minutes and then you wake up because the slamming of the doors and so you'd be up for another like 5 minutes and then, you fall back asleep and then like 10, 15 minutes later, more slamming of the door. So it was, so it wasn't a good, relaxed sleep, although we did get rest. I can't say we didn't, because we rested a lot. You know how I stay awake here all night? I didn't there. Like I slept. It wasn't uninterrupted sleep, but
you slept.
Yeah, but like when we were in Oregon, where it wasn't the slamming of the doors, those nights were like perfect night's sleep for me. Those 2 nights, I went to bed. Well, I'm sure I was jet lagged as well, but I mean, I slept really good then. But yeah, so I haven't drank enough water, so I've been trying to make myself drink a lot of water this weekend.
Right.
And I did. We went Saturday, we went and had Chinese. Like, I kept to my word with all the sugar and the carbs. So, so I went and we had the Chinese on Saturday. And you remember we got off of our live at like, I don't know, like 5 in the morning or 6 in the morning or whatever it was. So we got off of here. And so I looked at the time that they opened, and that donut place opened at 7. And so I went up and I got ready, and I woke up hubby at like 6:40, and I was like, he's like,
"Let's go
what?
Get
And I'm like, we're going to go get donuts. And he's like, what? And I'm like, the donuts, but they sell out first thing. So I'm like, they open at 7. So sure enough, he bless his heart, got ready. We were there by like 7:05, and we did. We got us a dozen donuts. And a dozen. You heard me right, a dozen. So anyway, so we got them when we brought them home, and then we made some coffee here, and we had coffee, and we had a couple of donuts. The main one that I went for was the maple bacon.
Yeah.
And remember, I was saying it was stuffed with the cream. Well, I was remembering wrong because it's been so long since I had it. So it's not stuffed with anything. It's just maple bacon.
Oh, but it's delicious.
But do you know, yes, they normally are, but do you know that I believe our taste buds have changed?
What?
Because I was like, this doesn't taste as good as I remember. He goes, I'm so glad you said that. He goes, because I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, yeah. So, but we ate, we wound up eating 6 donuts apiece. So we had some on Saturday, and then we had some on Sunday. But then yesterday we went and got the Mexican. And then last night, because last night at midnight was my deadline. Sunday at midnight was my deadline. That was it.
That's right.
And so then I was so stuffed, and I just felt like poo. And but sure enough, I had me some more candy.
Oh my goodness. Well,
I did.
Water is probably your friend. Good night, Debbie. Thank you so much, and you enjoy your grandbaby tomorrow. Lori said, get some electrolytes too. Make sure you get your electrolytes. And Jane Doe said, Debbie, have a blessed night.
Yes. So I'm drinking a lot of water just to get
that sugar out of your
that sugar out of my system as well. Yeah. Right. But come to find out that none of it really tasted as good as what I remember it tasting.
Right.
Even the candy, because remember that night that we were on with Mona, I was like, I don't like, I want the candy just because I want the sugar, but it doesn't even like taste good to me. And she's like, well, don't eat it if it doesn't taste good. I'm like, I know. But which I mean, I love sweets, but yeah, I think the body, that's that addiction. But like none of it tasted good. I did have a donut, and it was like the lemon filling.
Oh yeah.
And that one tasted good, but I think it was mainly because it had all that lemon, and I love lemon.
Yeah.
So that one was about the only one that I was like, oh, this one is good. But yeah.
I love lemon.
So I'm looking forward though to eating healthy. Well, yeah, like we ate healthy
tonight,
today. And then because we probably won't do that for at least another year. And in a year's time, I don't know that I want to do that again.
Right.
Because I thought about doing a little video on it, just like talking about it, because I don't know, like I feel bad. Like Charlotte, my like when I go to sleep,
Mhm.
well, when I'm trying to go to sleep, like I remember I told you like after like a month or so, like 4 to 6 weeks after I stopped eating
Mhm.
all that stuff,
Mhm.
that like my joints were no longer hurting,
Yes.
my restless legs were so much better.
Mhm.
Well, it was like just like a week, 'cause, granted it was 2 weeks, but just like I think a week in, like it was like all of that came
Oh,
back.
no.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, my stomach was bloated, like, my joints hurt,
Uh-huh.
and not, like, just, like I mean, like, yeah, my big joints, like my knees and,
But
like,
your
my
little joints
elbows and,
too?
like, my hips, but even, like, my toes, like, the
Oh,
little joints
no.
in my toes, yeah, and I'm like, "It has to be all the
Yeah.
inflammation,"
Yeah.
like, my jaw hurt, like, it was just weird, like, I have all these. And I'm like, how quickly we forget, because like that happened, like we've been doing that for like a year and a half. So
Right.
like, at 4 to 6 weeks in, all that kind of started going away.
Right.
And so it's like I forgot how, like I knew it was bad, but I forgot how bad it actually
Right.
is. Like a couple of nights, like I have like been in bed like crying, like in so much
Oh my
pain.
goodness.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know that I wanna do that to my body again, like, I just wanna get all of this out of my
Yeah.
system and, like,
I don't blame
maybe
you.
never do it
I
again.
don't blame you a bit. That sounds terrible and miserable. I'm gonna
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't wanna live like that. I mean, it's better than the alternative, but you know what I mean. If you can prevent it, do that thing. Do that.
Yeah,
Um, I'm gonna make a little bit of
and you
noise,
can even
guys.
see,
I've gotta
like,
get
my
some ice.
knees.
Hold on. I did not sleep very much at all today. I was up with Mona last night for a little while, and
Mhm.
I forget what time we got off the internet, maybe 3 or 4, something like that. And then after that, I went ahead and mopped my floors and got my dishes put away and, did some things around the house. I cleaned my bathroom, and by then it was time for Poppy and Murphy to get up. Murphy's got to go to band camp, and then Poppy had to go to work. So I stayed up with them and made sure I got the boy his lunch and all that mess. And then I ordered some groceries from Walmart, and I did the 3 hours or less because I wanted to go to bed, right?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it took them 4.5 hours to get those groceries to me.
Oh.
And I don't know what happened. I was texting with this one lady who said she was shopping for my groceries, and she was going to have to substitute something. And I asked her, I said, "Look, would you please just don't do any substitutions? Because if you don't have what I'm looking for, I'm going to have my husband stop by the other Walmart on his way home from work and pick it up." She said, "That's fine, blah, blah, blah." So apparently at the end, she was struggling to get the order. She was struggling to take something off of the order that she had replaced, and I had asked her not to, right? So she was trying to get it off. She said, and she texted me. She said, "I'm sorry, I'm trying to do this. I'll be finished soon." I said, "Okay, great." I said, "And don't even worry about taking it off. If it's just that one item, go ahead, leave it on, charge me for it. I'm okay with that." And I thought, surely she'll be here in a minute. Well, an hour later, somebody else picks up my order, starts re-shopping for my order, and
Do you think she quit?
I think she got frustrated and left. That's exactly what I think. I think she canceled the whole thing. So, well, and the people who delivered it and did the shopping for that order, they live like 3 houses away from me, so I know who they are. And when they got here, I'm like, "Hey, what happened to Stacy?" Because that was who they said was doing it. When I got the first message from her, "Your shopper is Stacy and blah, blah, blah." And they're like, "What?" I said, "The first person that was shopping this order." They said, we don't know anything about that." So I checked my account because I'm thinking, okay, did some fool get a hold of my information and maybe buy my groceries twice? Maybe they liked what I had. I don't know. But that did not happen. So apparently she just canceled it and these other people picked it up.
Wow.
But now these people are my regulars, basically. If I order groceries early in the morning like that, they are usually the ones that bring it to me. And I think I order groceries probably, I do a big one at the beginning of the week, and then I do a smaller one sometime, at the end of the week for the weekend kind of thing. And then I might do another one in the middle of, I'm talking between paydays. So I do basically 3 grocery orders per payday. I do the big one, then I do the snacks for the weekend, and then maybe in the middle of the week we're running out of milk and eggs, and I'll do that one, right? And I'll add a little bit to it to make it $30. Usually it's snacks for the boy. And so anyhow, they are usually the ones that bring it, and I really like them. But I also am not afraid to tip them, and they know that. So I think they look for it, you know what I mean? Like, "Hey, this lady tips well. Let's go to her house. Let's grab her order every time." And the funny thing is, a lot of those people don't know it because when it's on the app, it'll give you the choice of doing 5, 10, 15%, whatever of your total. Well, I don't do it that way. I always click 5%. And then when they get here, I give them more if they deserve it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If they're quick, if they're efficient, if they're friendly, if this guy always helps me bring my water in. He brings it all the way to the kitchen for me. And because I know them, I'm okay with it, right? So I think that's really nice. That's an extra step. He could just leave it on the front porch and tell me to deal with it. But he doesn't. He brings it all the way into the kitchen, and it's so nice. So I give him extra. Mm. Do you know I only have 1 more year to school clothes shop?
I bet you're loving that. Well, you said next year you're just going to give him the money and send him on his own.
Well, yeah, that's it. Yeah, forgot about that. This is my last year. Do you know how many years I've had to school clothes shop?
Too many.
Erica was 4 when she started pre-K, and she'll be 40 in January. So is that 36 years?
36 years, yeah.
Every single year. Oh, geez. This is beautiful. Oh, this is beautiful. What am I going to do with all that?
I used to enjoy it.
You know what? I used to when the kids were little. When the first set were little. I loved it because it was so much fun for me. And then there was a time, when I was going through all that mess and I was so poor and I hated it because I couldn't get them what I wanted them to have. Yeah, and that was, trying to juggle how much to spend on this one versus this one versus, that was hard. And when Violet was little, oh my gosh, I went crazy shopping for her. And I bought all her stuff from the Gap and Gymboree and You know, she was the best dressed kid in the whole freaking elementary school. And then Murphy came along, and all he wanted to wear was jeans and t-shirts, jeans and t-shirts. So I let him do that. And but now that he's a teenager, he's so picky. Oh my gosh. I found the coolest hoodie the other day for him. And it was a graphic hoodie that had, you know, probably something inappropriate written on it that I thought was funny. Like, okay, it did have something inappropriate on it that I thought was funny. And he looks at it, I said, "Hey, what do you think of this one?" And I'm giggling, you know, and he looked at me and goes, "That's stupid, Mom." I'm like, "Really? Really? That is not stupid. That's hilarious." Of course, he probably didn't get it. I don't know. So yeah, it's back and forth like that. And then, look, I did really good on the pants and the shirts and all that. Do you know one pair of shoes cost me $70 and the other pair of shoes was $90?
Yeah.
And I'm like, why am I spending all this money on shoes? Why?
You said you were only going to get him one pair, though, because he outgrows it or something.
Well, I'll tell you why I got two. I got him some I got him some Hey Dudes for school, right? Because why not wear your house slippers to school? Everybody else is wearing the Hey Dudes. He can wear the Hey Dudes, right? Well, then I'm thinking, okay, so he's going to have to go to band practice after school every day. He cannot wear these shoes to go to band practice. So I got him a pair of, what do you call them? Air Maxes, Nike Air Max, to do band practice with. But hopefully, at this point, his foot has stopped growing. And these shoes might last him more than 3 months. Keep your fingers crossed for me.
So sandals are $70?
Oh, they were the loafer-looking ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And they have, you're not gonna believe this. They've got Coca-Cola written on them. Those are the ones he wanted. So he's gonna be a walk-in it's the old-fashioned, Coke logo, you know? And he's gonna be a walking billboard for Coke. But I told him, I said, well, if you'll wear them, go ahead, get them. I'll be right back. I'm gonna run to the restroom.
Okay. Okay, so that one's done. So we're on 10.
You know, I was just thinking the heck of it was he wanted a pair of Air Force Ones. And I told him, I said, if you want those kind of shoes, you're gonna have to get a job and buy them yourself because that's ridiculous. Those things are so expensive. And I'm not doing that. So I think after Christmas when he's driving, he's probably gonna go get a job, at least until band season starts next year.
Maybe he can hang on to that one.
Oh, God, I hope so. Do they wear the big-legged pants back there? I have not seen the Hey Dude shoes here at all. No, no. Are those coming back? Like the Jinkos and all that? Do you remember those?
What are the Jinkos?
Oh my. Let's see. Those were.
Oh, you're talking about like From
like the 90s.
I love those pants.
My daughter loved them too. Dear Lord. And
You're
the
talking
bigger
about that where
around.
they just they're a little bit bell bottom at the bottom, but not like
No, they were.
extreme like they were like forever
No,
ago.
the Jinkos were the extreme. I mean, like 20 inches around at the bottom.
Oh.
Ridiculously. They were ridiculous. And she would wear them with her Frankenstein boots. She used to drive me nuts with that. She still has a pair of them. But they're not wearing those, and they don't really wear the bell-bottomy type stuff around here. It's mostly just straight leg or, skinny jeans still. But, you gotta remember too, we're way behind the rest of civilization here. I mean, we still have people with the big, boombox systems in their cars that thump down the road and stuff. I thought that went out in 2000, but not here. Oh, the big legs all the way down. No, I haven't seen those. Now, this year may be different. I haven't seen the way the kids are dressing yet. But when I was in the stores, I didn't really see any either. So there's that. And I promise you, if everybody else is wearing them, my son will not be. He likes his sweatpants. He likes anything that feels cozy. I mean, if I could, I'd let him wear his pajamas to school, and he'd be totally happy with that. He said they keep the school too cold, and he freezes. Of course, I told him, I said, "You know why they keep the school that cold, right?" He's like, "No." I said, "You got all those menopausal teachers in there heating to death." I said, "It's a real thing." He said, "I know, Mom, I know." Because my goodness, he's watched me the past 10 years. The Adidas Samba, I gotta look that up. Murphy likes Adidas a lot. And he likes Vans a lot. Yeah. Murphy would wear those in a New York minute. Definitely. Vans are his favorites. He thinks he's a skateboarder. But I won't buy him those for band. Oh, you found a good fan to help with the heat? You must drop that link. Oh, wait, you're not a mod, are you? Hang on. I will fix that. Jen.
I have my little fan. I don't know when I got it. It's a Kuni. And I love my little fan. It's the only way I have survived my hot flashes. A Kuni.
No kidding.
I got it on Amazon. It wasn't very expensive.
Is it the little square?
No, it's around. I'll show it to you.
Okay.
I mean, I have it on right now. It's just this small. And
we used to shop at PacSun and Hollister a lot, but we don't have those stores over here where I live. You have to go all the way to Pensacola to go to a Hollister or a PacSun.
And so it also has latches, and then you can also just, stand it up and point it in whatever direction. I love this little thing.
Wow. Oh, wow.
And it's you charge it and then it goes for a long time. I don't know. I don't remember exactly how long it goes, and it has low, medium, and high.
Yeah.
But yeah, I take it with me, like in the car, or like if we're going somewhere, like I didn't take it on my trip, but probably I didn't need it anyway, but yeah.
Right. Jen, I made you a mod, so if you could drop the link to that fan, I will be so grateful. AMRFORCEO.
She says, I'm definitely away quiet tonight. I got 4 diamond painters kitted and 6 to go. Oh, wow.
Nice.
Max got his ears pierced.
Who?
Her
Did he really? He did both at the same time? Ouch. 6 more to go? Oh my goodness. Are you sending all of those with your, did you say niece?
Yeah, her niece.
Or are you doing some for yourself as well? How's he doing with that, Renee? Because I don't know if I would do both at the same time. You got to lay on one side or the other. When you
right?
Go I can't lay on my back. Do you know I got my ears pierced when I was like 5 years old? And they did it so different back then. Actually, they did it more like the tattoo shops do it. They just popped a needle right through my ear and stuck the earring in and bam. And it did not hurt at all. And then I was 18. He's been asking forever. Aw. He didn't even flinch. Good, good. When I was 18, I decided I needed double holes in my ears, right?
Yeah.
So I go to one of these stupid little shops, in the mall, and I say, okay, go ahead and pierce my ears. Well, she put that gun up to my ear and did the first one. And I looked at her like she had killed me. And I said, what the heck did you just do to me? She goes, well, I pierced the ear. I felt up there and I said, it was hot. I mean, it was hot on fire hot. And I'm like, she went to do the other one. I said, you need to get that thing away from me. You're not doing that to me again. She goes, well, I still have to charge you for the whole. I said, I don't give a stink if you charge me or not. You're not touching my other ear. And I left there with one hole in my left ear and 2 holes in my right ear. And it's still like that today. I am not even playing.
Oh.
Like, no, ma'am. You are not doing that to me. So if I ever go get them done again, I'm going to go to one of those ear piercing places, like the real kind, where they
like
do
the
your
tattoo place, or where they do it with the gun?
No, with the tattoo place.
Yeah.
Because I had a Monroe piercing done one time. Did not hurt a bit. I wish I still had it, to be honest with you, but I'm too old for that now.
What's a Monroe piercing?
It's a piercing just in between your mouth or your lip and your nose. Like a little Marilyn Monroe mole or something. They call it a Monroe. I had that for years, and I really liked it. But I took it out because I had to go to court. So had to put my best foot forward, And no, I was not a criminal. It was other stuff. Family court.
And now it doesn't even matter. Like, everybody's pierced and tattoos, and I mean, you go anywhere in jeans and a t-shirt and sandals, and
oh my gosh, I would never go to court in a jeans and t-shirt.
It's perfectly acceptable. And I'm like, it's such a different time. Like,
yeah,
it's just so different nowadays.
It is. Let me tell you what happened one time. My daughter Rachel was with the choir all of her high school career. And in Virginia, they had something called the Governor's School for Music. And she decided she wanted to go. And she had to audition, of course. Well, the morning of the audition, she woke up, put on her Victoria's Secret tank top and a pair of jeans that went, oh, do you remember back in the early 2000s where they wore their jeans barely above their panties.
Yeah.
And they used, well, hers, she was super, super skinny. And she could wear those hip hugger type jeans as low as anybody I've ever known. And her fanny never did fall out of those jeans.
I don't think the girls' fannies fall out of their jeans like the boys do.
Well, hers never did. And well, she had a little shelf there to keep them up. But still, I looked at her and she had a hoodie on over the tank top. I'm ready to go. I said, "Oh, no, you are not." I said, "You go back in there and you go put on a skirt and a shirt that doesn't show your entire blessed assurance." And she fought me on it. I said, "No, you're not going. If you can't dress right, you're not going." So she went in there. She put on a really pretty skirt. She had on a black shirt. It was a blouse, and it was very lacy sleeves that were all the way down. It was wintertime. So it was a pretty suede skirt that was kind of an A-line, or not an A-line, a pencil type skirt.
Mm-hmm.
She looked really, really put together. And she come out of her room. She goes, "Is this better?" I said, "Yes, we may go now." So we get there. And of course, I couldn't go in the audition with her. That was not allowed. Parents had to wait outside. And they went in alone into this room with like 6 judges. And she came out and she was grinning from ear to ear. And no, she did not get into the governor's school. She missed it by 4 points. But she came to me. I was sitting on the floor in this room full of people in chairs. And she came over to me and she said, "Do you know what the guy said to me?" I said, "No." He said, "He thanked me for dressing up for them. He said out of all of the kids that he had seen all day, that I was the one that was dressed like I wanted to be there." I'm like, I told you. But you know what? That's a lesson that she took with her throughout the rest of her life. No matter where she goes, she dresses for that occasion now. I cannot say that my oldest daughter ever learned that lesson. But number 2 and number 3 have learned it. Mm-hmm. Moonrose says, "You know what I really dislike the most is that people making the ear pierced wider and bigger. That's disgusting. They call that gauging." Yeah, I don't like that very much either. I don't understand why anybody would want to walk around with a gap in their earlobe like that. But
if that's what they like.
If that's what they like, that's what they like. So I don't know. I would definitely discourage any of my children from doing that.
Yeah.
Because it leaves a permanent, that is such a permanent hole in your ear. And I would definitely discourage mine from doing that. Now, once they're old enough to do what they want, they can do what they want. But I wouldn't be their mom if I didn't say, that's a really dumb idea. I don't like that idea. I think that
this is this unicorn's head.
Okay.
And it starts at the nose and it works its way up. And I'm sure it probably looks fine on the screen, but it calls for half double crochets and double crochets. And look at this.
Oh, wow.
And so I've just been doing it, just following the pattern, not really paying attention, just making sure I have the right number of stitches. And I have all these little, and you know how I feel about gaps, and that to me,
Yeah.
and I should have known because it calls for, the half and the double, that I don't like that. So I'm
Right.
going to have to, I guess just modify it by just continuing the stitches, but not with those half and doubles, which is gonna alter it some. It's definitely not gonna have
Do
that great shape.
I think that I would leave the halves in there or put singles where the halves are and then halves where the doubles are. I think the halves would be okay.
Yeah,
It's
because
the
this is
doubles.
halves right here, and so I can't, like,
Mhm.
stick my finger, but still, like, I mean, it's,
You could probably do those a little bit tighter maybe,
like, there's the half right there.
unless you're fighting with it already. Renee said, "Have you seen them without the jewelry? It's bizarre." Like, yes, yes, and that's the part that I think is kinda crazy because, as you get older, you might not wanna wear earrings or jewelry in it, and then you've got this huge
Yeah.
hole. Yeah. My friend did that, and they ended up splitting, so he had to get surgery to sew it back. Oh my goodness. So he gauged it so much that it split his ear open? Wow. No, I don't think I'd ever do that. Alex, I'm so glad you're here tonight. Thank you so much.
Hi, Alex.
Um, I don't know. I think that's a lot to go through too, just to be cool, you know? But a lot of the kids think that that's the coolest thing ever. It's like I have a real problem with 18-year-olds getting tattoos that are visible. I think if you're 18, you should get a tattoo that clothes can cover up. Basically, if you want people to see it, you can wear clothes where people can see it. But if you don't want people to see it, you could put on clothes where they can't see it. And when Violet got her first tattoo, which was really adorable, and it definitely suits her, but I told her she wanted to know where should I get it? And I said, just make sure that if you don't want anybody to see it, it's in a spot where you can hide it.
And she's thinking, "Well, mom, if I'm gonna get it, I want people to see it."
Yeah, probably. It does poke out underneath her shorts sometimes, but she wears really short shorts. Shorter than I would wear. Of course, they're not Daisy Dukes or anything like that, but they're sometimes I think they're a little too short. But I'm old fashioned, so if it was me, I'd have her wearing Bermuda shorts down to her knees.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, they just don't do that nowadays.
no.
Even, like, people our age, I have noticed wear really skimpy clothing.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Uh-huh.
like, "Hmm." Which, I mean, if that's what they choose to do, I just know, like, I don't
I wouldn't
yeah, I
feel
guess I
comfortable
haven't
like that.
worn clothes like that in a really long time, so I just don't know that I would be comfortable, like, going
Exactly.
out in public like that. But I'm like, I
Mhm.
see them and I'm like, "Wow," just to have that confidence,
Right, right,
to just go out and wear them, like, good for you?
right. Well, I don't think that I would feel comfortable, um, exposing myself like that, but if other people I don't care what they do.
Right? It's like, good for you, like
And some of them look absolutely amazing, you know? They look like I always wanted to look, but, of course, I'm gonna shut up now. I was gonna say they probably paid for a lot of that too. So
well, no, I'm not even talking like some of the people that I see, like, they're not fit, they're not, but
Right.
or what maybe we might consider fit or something like that,
Uh-huh.
but they still and that's my thing, like,
Yeah.
they embrace their body and what and I'm just
And
like
whatever. Yeah.
yeah, and I'm just like, I don't know, like, that's a lot of confidence, like, that's
It is.
like, somebody did something good there, you know?
Yeah, definitely. 'Cause I sure don't have that. I'm trying to cover up my arms and try to hide my belly and, you know.
But I think, and that's the thing, like, with their confidence, and I think, like, for us, or at least for me, like, I think I don't know, like, I find, like, all the faults in myself as opposed to
Mhm.
you might look at me and be like, "Oh, like, you're beautiful," like and
Right.
to me, I find
Every little
every
fault,
little
yeah.
fault. But then, like, I'll have, like, my daughter will do that, and I'm like, "You're absolutely gorgeous,"
Yep,
and
yep.
then the hubby says, "Jackie, where do you think she got that from?" And that makes me feel like poo because I'm like, "That was never my intention at all,"
Right, right.
like, to, like, make her, like, see her faults, but I guess she
Yeah,
picked that up from me seeing my faults, even though I didn't share that very much with I mean, that was, like, me, but I guess at some point I must have shared enough of it
right,
where
right.
she's like that, and I'm like, "Ugh." But I tell her all the time, like, I'm like every chance I get, I'm like, like, "You're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're this, you're that," but
Right.
she still finds stuff.
I think everybody does, though, to some degree.
Yeah.
Maybe not to the degree that you might or I might, but I think everybody does it to a little bit of a degree. Um, and really the only thing that I am upset about is that menopause took my waist away. And it's not that I might be 20 pounds overweight, but I still got curves, and I still have, but I don't like my arms showing. I've always had big arms, even when I was 105 pounds. My arms were muscular and kinda linebackerish, and I never liked that. I never felt like it looked very feminine. Wesley, on the other hand, thinks I'm stupid and that, not stupid, but he thinks, "Where did you get that impression from? What makes you say that? Because your arms are not huge like you think they are." I'm like, "Well,
Right.
then why when I put on a medium shirt, it fits me everywhere except my arms? Why? Tell me that." So,
He's probably like, "I don't know, Charlotte, wear a large one."
well, he does, yeah, and so I say, "I'm going to. Thank you very much."
But yeah,
But that's
I
what
get
makes
the
me feel
same
comfortable.
thing.
Mhm. But Poppy's so sweet. I mean, he tells me almost every day that he's married to the most beautiful woman in the world, blah, blah, and I'm
Aw.
like, "Are you blind? You're going senile. You're only 52." You what?
That is so sweet, and that's the thing, that's how he sees you, and that's how we
Yeah,
should see ourselves, you know, because I know that's hubby says that sometimes. He goes, I wish that you could see you the way I see you." And I'm
right,
like, "Aw."
right. And so, I think he still sees me as that younger version of myself that he fell in love with. And I see him as a salty old sailor. That's okay, because it works for us. Renee said, I spent most of my adult life in the gym. I always had more muscles than most women. I don't blend in. Yeah, yeah. Well, I think my muscular arms, number one, are genetic because my father's side of the family is kind of built that way. And also, y'all, I've spent 40 years slinging kids. I mean, picking them up, putting them in chairs, putting them on the couch, putting them in their beds, slinging them up, picking them up. And I really think that it was a workout. My son, one of my sons, Benjamin, he was 30 pounds when he was a year old. He was not a lightweight, I promise you. That was tough work.
That's
He
a
didn't
lot for a 1-year-old. Wow.
It was. He was very he ate a lot. Now he's 5'10" and probably weighs 150 pounds. He's small. You know, thin, lanky. But he was a nursing baby, and he really enjoyed that aspect of eating. So I just let him do his thing because if not, I had to listen to him scream. So basically I was a pacifier for a year. Now once he turned 12 months old, it was over. I turned off the faucet. And I think he started because he was so big, he didn't walk at 12 months like a lot of babies, 12 months or before. He was I believe 14 months when he started walking, which isn't too far behind the rest of the kids, but he couldn't hardly get himself up. He was so huge. And but once he did, all that weight just fell right off of him. Once he started moving around and running and doing all the things that toddlers do. Okay, let's see. I might have
says Max is crazy muscular. He can deadlift 200 pounds. Wow.
Oh, wow.
At 13. Ooh.
That's incredible. Wow. I can't even imagine that. I can deadlift a bag of compost. I don't know how much it weighs, but I can deadlift that thing.
Well, it depends if it's dry or if it's been sitting out in the rain.
Yeah, those wet
my
ones
gosh, that'll like quadruple the weight.
Yeah, it does. It's crazy.
Because I think, remember when I was like my elbow like months ago, and you're like, what'd you do to it? And I'm like, I don't know. It was from throwing. I can't remember if it was compost or soil, but it had been raining a lot, and like throwing it into the bed of the truck, I think was too much on that elbow.
Oh, probably. And you might have twisted it a little bit in the meantime,
Well, and at the angle too, I was going over the side of the bed of the truck instead of through the back. And I'm shorter, so the way I had the angle of it was all off. But
yeah, I bet that was miserable. Renee said he has no trouble lifting me up just to annoy me. That's so cute. My son doesn't try to lift me, but I don't even think he could, to be honest with you.
Well, not with him being so tiny, probably not.
No, little boy, still very, very small.
I don't know though. My daughter can lift. She can lift me. She can lift Dad. She can piggyback us. And she's not big, but she does.
Well, she was in the military too, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was in the Navy, but she does. What is that? What is that workout when you jump those? Oh,
the 8 count.
No. Oh my gosh. Like you go to the gym, but it's like a group of you and they do different. Why can't I not think of the word?
I don't know.
Renee, you know what I'm talking about?
Relay?
No. Well, they do the relays, yes, but it's that type of workout.
CrossFit?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome.
So, yeah. So,
it's no joke.
They are very strenuous in what they do. And so She started CrossFit, while she was still in the military, because the Navy didn't really like, they had, like, their fitness test and stuff, but it wasn't, like,
Right.
very strenuous,
No, it's not.
but she wanted to be challenged more, like, she didn't feel like she was as fit as she ought to be, and she started it, and, I mean, she has kept going, like, because over there in California, it's pretty expensive for the gym and to, like, do the CrossFit and stuff, and so at one
Mhm.
point, she stopped for, like I think she stopped for, like, a month or 2, and
Mhm.
she texts me, she goes, "Mom, I started the gym again," and I was like, "Okay," and
Yeah.
she's like, "You wanna know why?" I'm like, "Why?" She goes, "I just didn't feel right," like, she goes, "I really missed it," like, because she was trying to, like, cut back and, like, put money where money needed to
Sure.
go and, like, savings and just seeing what she could cut out. And,
Right.
she was like, "I really missed it, I really enjoy it," and I'm like, "If you enjoy it that much, then that's not one of the things you need to cut out of your life."
That's
You
exactly
know?
right.
And,
Mhm.
so, yeah, so she's still doing it. So she's been doing it, I think, probably for, like, I don't know, like, 4 or 6 years now, with the exception of, like, a couple of months.
Mhm.
And so she's really like, she's just she's petite, but she's like, well, she's not that petite,
She's
but she's like
solid.
solid muscle. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm. So, well, I've always been very petite. I never really worked out. I mean, I walk a lot. Every morning I go for a walk. I walk about 3 miles, but that's really all I'm interested in doing, to be honest with you. Um, I enjoy my walk a lot.
Yeah.
It's good. I think it's really good for the mental health,
Yeah.
and it's good for your body too. When I had my
Oh,
heart attack, that's what
definitely.
the doctor told me. I asked him, I said, "Do I need to do any kind of exercise?" He said, "Just walk. And don't do the slow walk, don't be strolling along." He said, "But give yourself, a 20, 25-minute mile and just walk." So I started doing for a while I was speed walking, and girl, I was trucking. I couldn't believe it because I got short little legs. My inseam's only like 26 inches, maybe 27. And I was trucking and I was so happy with myself. But then I started getting shin splints and oh my God, it hurt so bad. And I
You
had
probably
good
needed
shoes.
better shoes.
What probably. And my son-in-law told me there's this place over in Gulfport that they basically put you on a machine and it, I guess, records how you walk and what kind of shoes you need. I don't know if it's a gimmick or not, but he thought that I needed to go over there and have them do that. So I never did because it's relatively expensive. And I thought, yeah, I'll just walk in my Crocs and, you know.
Well, there you go. If you're walking in your Crocs, that's the problem.
Well, no, I wasn't then. I do now because I don't do the speed walking thing. But I don't mind walking in my Crocs. That's comfortable for me.
Hmm.
Um, look, Crocs are where it's at. I have terrible feet anyway. Gosh, they hurt sometimes.
I use my
But
Crocs for, like, in the house, just like has house shoes, but if I'm gonna do any like, even if I'm getting on the treadmill here, like,
Mhm.
it's sneakers, or if I'm going out to walk, it's sneakers, well, and most of the sneakers that I wear are I mean, like, I have, like, the Vans and the other,
Right.
but if I'm going most of the time, if I'm walking, it's I'm wearing running shoes.
Right, right. Well, I have a pair of running shoes in there, and I thought they were good ones. I don't know. They're New Balance, and, I'd always heard New Balance was the way to go. Apparently not. Um, maybe my form was bad, who knows?
That could be it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Renee says Marine Corps fitness test is no joke. No, it's not.
she is not kidding. So get this, I ordered 2
Hey,
more diamond paintings.
Grumpus.
"Hey, Grumpus,
He said, "Nope,
no
no
plastic
plastic shoes
shoes
for
for
this
this guy."
guy."
No plastic. I love my plastic shoes. They feel so good on my feet. Oh, y'all, I finished the whole back of this.
Oh.
And
Make
I'm
yourself
gonna
big.
put.
Let's see it.
I will. Let's see. Okay. And now, how do I make myself big? I don't know.
On this picture on the right hand. There you go.
Got it. Okay. All right. Gosh, I look like the Wicked Witch of the West. Okay, so this is the back of it. And, oh, fiddlesticks. I got to get rid of that background too. Okay. So, it's pretty large.
It is.
And it is long. It goes down to my mid-thigh, which really isn't that far from the top. I mean, I'm short. So, it goes, see, down to here. But that's
okay. So a good length to wear with some
a good length. Yeah, it'll
tights.
cover your fanny. Cover your fanny. You know, if you have on tights or leggings or something. Why did that light just do that? But I like the gradient effect.
Definitely.
It's really nice. And I will do the front 2 panels this week and show you guys what it looks like maybe on Friday. Maybe. I might get it done.
2 panels?
Yeah, there's 2 panels. Okay. So what I'm going to do is right here I'm going to pretend like this is the middle. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You do a panel on this side, then you come over here and do a panel on this side. And then it'll be split in the center, right?
Mm-hmm.
It won't be connected in the center, and you'll just sew up the seams here, sew up this seam over here.
It clicked. It clicked.
It clicked.
It finally clicked.
I knew it would if you saw it all together like that. Yeah, I knew it would. But how simple is that? You know, the construction. But yeah, I probably shouldn't have put that up under my chin, but that's okay. That itched.
I really like the color on that. Yep.
I like the color too. So what I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. Because there's enough yarn here to basically make another panel just like that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So should I do it one row at a time and make it match? Or should I do one panel this and the other panel this? I'm not sure yet. Am I making any sense to you?
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of cutting and pasting if
you try to make it match.
Yeah. But it'll match. And then if I don't do it that way, you know, obviously it won't match. So let's see. Where did my thing go?
Just hover over it. It should pop up.
I know where it is. Let's see. Remove. There we go. That's what I wanted to do right there. So I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. I might do it the lazy way. I might not. I mean, the lazy way is just going to be to do, you know, one panel, maybe this much, the purple and pink together, and then the next panel, the deep purple and the light purple together, which would make it look kind of funky, and I like that.
And because it's not going to connect in the middle, that should be fine.
I think so. I think so. I'll probably do that just to make it.
So you could be done with it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, hey, Grumpus found another dude. Thank you so much for coming in, Grumpus. I appreciate it. But yeah.
Good night, Renee. See you soon.
Good night, Renee. You take care. You have a good night too. Oh, I didn't finish the story about the Walmart delivery, right?
Well, they brought it to your door, and then you asked.
They did. Well, I asked about Stacy. They didn't have a clue. The point of the matter is I ordered that at 8 o'clock in the morning. 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 12 o'clock now. Takes me 30 minutes to put my groceries away because I'm hoofing bottles of water. Not only do I have the 40 bottles of water in the package, in the case, but I also buy like 10 or 12 gallons of water because I won't drink the water that comes out of my faucet. It stinks. Sometimes it turns brown. I don't trust the water that comes out of my faucet.
Yeah.
So, excuse me. So anyhow, I'm putting all the groceries away. There were a lot. It was a big order. And by 1 o'clock, I'm laying in my bed thinking, I've got to go to sleep. Because I've been up since like 8 o'clock the night before.
Yeah.
And I took a little bit of a nap. And so I did. I laid down, I went to sleep, and I didn't wake up until Poppy came home and let the dog out. So, because I always take him, when I go to lay down, I always take him in my room with me because he has a crate in there, and I crate him up, and he sleeps when I sleep, basically. So
that's the puppy, right? The big one?
Yeah, the big puppy. The little one stays in the kitchen. And she's okay with that. She's fine with that. I'm going to polish off this bag of chips and then hit the sheet. You're going to eat a whole bag of chips? Or is it one of those little miniature bags of chips? Just curious, just curious. I don't have anything here to do. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. Hang on 1 second. No, I'm not going to do that. You know what, guys? I think I'm going to go ahead. I'm sorry, Grumpus. I'm not going to give you time to polish off your chips. I'm going to see you guys on Wednesday night on Jackie's Stream. I might do a little pop-up sometime in between there. I'm really trying to get some more hours and some more views and do a little bit more with this channel. So there's that. But guaranteed, I'll see y'all Wednesday night on Jackie's channel. Thank you all so much for coming in. Oh, you sent pictures on Insta. Okay, thanks, Moonrose. I'll take a look at them in a bit. Jackie, thanks for coming up here with me. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
And
Thank you for having me.
He said, oh, no, family bag all the way.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of chips before bed.
I know, right? You guys have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you again real soon. All right?